Hello everyone. Welcome. Hopefully we're all doing good today. Hello Dan, hello Miles. Thank you for the subscription, Dan. Been subscribed for 9 months. That's actually insane, is that? Hello Madness, welcome. Hopefully everyone is doing good today. And we are back playing some more FTB Skies 2. It's been quite a while since we've been on this. Scythe, hello, welcome. Or good afternoon. Welcome to everyone. It's been quite some time since we've last been on FTB Skies 2. It's quite interesting, and I do believe that last time we were setting up some farms for ourselves. So if we hop into our nice compact machine, we have a whole bunch of them. It's going to take me a bit of time to remember what's actually going on. But we have this wonderful farm over here, and it's going kind of nuts. So if I take a look inside the system, I don't know why it's all reset back to normal, but we should have a whole bunch, 19k Ethereum right there, and that's only going up, up, and up, is that. So I think we might go ahead and make some more farms today, because I do want to get other resources on the go, especially ones we can't actually make with buddings. So that's mainly stuff with like AE2. I know there's definitely an issue with that. So we'll go ahead and start whipping those up. And I think the best way to do this is probably with a mining gadget. Not mining gadget, a building gadget, so I can copy and paste stuff over. Because I'm hoping that that works just fine. And I did update to the newest version. That's why all of this is messed up here. So if I do copy and paste, we want this. There we go. And then we should be all good to get started. Do I not have wireless charging? Wait, do I not have Flux Networks yet? Is that also something I don't have? Flux Networks. No, it's because I needed the Flux Dust, which is why I've gone into this in the first place. It's confusing going from playing stuff like Resource Factory then to over here. It's quite nuts to remember what's actually going on. I don't know what's happening here with the keybinds for this. So I'll just go quickly change that over. There's also different types of stuff. Don't need that. Don't need that. Settings menu. I'm not too sure what that's for. I think that might be the only one for this. Yeah, there you go. Right. We should be all good now. I'm hoping that I can just copy all of these over. And then we should be fine. Did it take the lily pads as well? Or not? It might do if I do that. I'm hoping it's not going to ask for a whole bunch of seeds as well. Ooh. Right, where do I want this? Should I just place it in this corner over here? Or should I place it like right next to this farm? Like here. I'm not really too sure where I should place this. And it's a bit awkward as well because of where I've done it. I can anchor stuff though, can't I? How's that? That needs moving, what, 3 blocks, I think? Wait, what space for left here? A 2x2. That's fine. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. Yeah, so it needs 2 blocks this way, 1 block back, and then we should be all good. But I did just forget where I actually placed it, which is fantastic. I think that's fine there. Have a look. 1 and 2. Okay, now it's in reverse. Okay. So we want 2 blocks that way, 1 block that way, and then we should be good. Excuse me? Wait, what's just happened there? Oh, no, if I change to... Oh, I changed to copper. Now I've got to go through all that process again, which is kind of annoying. But it's fine. Right. Oops. There we go. I don't think I actually have anything, so I can hook this up to my AE2 system, can I not? I'm pretty sure I can. And we can see if we actually have the stuff in the system. Oh. Yeah, we also set up this stuff, didn't we? up here. Yeah, the prosperity, which is going absolutely nuts. It's insane. It makes an awful noise, but we've got it set up. Galen, hello, welcome. Hopefully you're doing good today. Bang all those in there. So, can I do that? Yes. Perfect. Head back into farming, and let's go ahead and see. Do we have everything in the system for the paste? All right. Water is somewhat gone in. We don't have the deep slate. Okay, we don't have the dirt. Okay, that's interesting. We do deep slate. We have a fair bit of the stuff. We make a whole bunch of stairs. There we go. And try this again. There we go. Fantastic. I like that he's placed the water down as well. That's pretty nice. And then I think we just used a bunch of farmland up here, didn't we? It wasn't actually anything crazy. It's just normal dirt. Let's get some of that out. And then we used fertilizer, I think. Yeah. We'll auto-craft this. How big is this? I think it's a 9x9. Ooh, we're missing some beetroot. Okay, that's fine. A fairy has spawned nearby. Well, they can go away for now. Oh, I am going to have to do this as well, aren't I? Make a whole bunch more of the lily pads. Now, I've got to remember how I did this again. With all the lily pads. That was kind of a pain last time. I did kind of set it up so it was somewhat automated, I think. Yeah, green dye. We'll just make, what? 200 of? We'll see how that goes, I think. And that should be fine. Then deuterium essence, we could probably make a whole bunch of that. Well, that's a big compact machine. It is. This is the biggest compact machine that we can get. Well, this takes a nether star to make this bad boy. So I don't know if it's compact anymore with how big this is, but I like it. I like the size. We can kind of spread stuff out. This is starting to be our farming room that we've got over here. We might upgrade it in the future to be something else as well. But we'll have to see. Or we might just make other compact machines for all of this. So, I need my master infusion crystal there. I probably need to set up an automation just for turning these. Ooh. Wait, is RF tools in this? Ooh, it is. Wait. Crafter. Oh, they have the crafters as well. That's pretty big. Okay. Right. We can do that. That's real nice, is that? I like it. Right. Instead of doing this, I probably should just do the RF tools crafting. I'll just turn all these first into these ones. Throw them in here. And then we should be good. Now, I think it was just the lily pads, yes, that I'm actually missing. Because we don't have the nature's essence. Okay. So we might need to make some nature's essence as well for all of this. I can go check my sieve in my normal base, but I don't think that's going to have any. No, it's got a whole bunch of garbage pebbles in here. Take all these out. There we go. And hopefully that starts collecting some stuff, but we will just make a nature seed first. So, we're missing pumpkins. Oh, this is... Oh. This would be so much nicer if we had the nature essence. Is there a temporal pouch that I can just buy from the shop, or is that not a thing? I know it's probably in the pack. Oh. You can buy one. But you... One, I think you might be... Yeah, okay, no. You're just buying extra time, is it? What else do I need completing? Logs every shop. Every second matters. Yeah, so you need to actually... You have to actually make the temporal pouch first. Can I fish for nature's essence? Or not? Have a look. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start growing pumpkins, which is a little bit of a pain itself. Let's have a look. I don't know how long it actually takes to fish. Come on, fishies. Anytime soon would be fantastic. Or I could just sit there bobbing. That also works. Envy, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. Anything? This fish is taking forever. I'm kind of just getting trolled. I might, at this rate, just make pumpkin seeds. If I actually have... I don't know if I actually have pumpkin seeds. To be fair. There we go. I don't know why I didn't make the little particle effect. And I got... Ooh. Let's have a look. Was that the stuff to make the Temporal Pouch? Potentially? I'm literally about to start playing this pack. Well, hopefully you have a good time playing the pack. What starting, if you know, do you think you're going to start with? We started in a compact machine, which makes stuff a little bit harder. But which one are you kind of deciding to go with? Ooh, we're just missing a little bit of leather. And then we're all good. We've got plenty of leather. Alright, there we go. Temporal Pouch achieved. So, apparently there hasn't been much... I don't know if I even want to do this. Because apparently they don't work too well. Okay, have a minute in there, I guess. Get some more coins out. FTB shop. There's a gold and a crystal coins, and it gets you 2.5 hours. Okay. Let's see if this is a waste of money, or I'm actually going to get my 2.5 hours. Hey, I did. Okay, fantastic. I know that's been some issues in some packs, where you don't actually get your time that you're wanting. Right. Let me just put that there for now. There we go. There is one of the things that we're looking for. Let's get this out of the way. So we want just the nature's essence. And is that enough for what I'm looking for this? It is. And then do I have all of the other stuff necessary? I think I should have. I just need 4 of these. Guys, guess what was the first mod Lewis mentioned after yesterday's stream? Wait, what was the first one I mentioned? Was it Flux Networks? Miles. Alright. Alright. Don't be like that. Okay? With the Flux Networks. Is this sending stuff out or oh no, sorry, I don't have the lily pads, do I? I'm gonna have to take stuff out of both these just so it doesn't start going back in. I don't have a problem with Flux Networks. It's a good mod, but it's just sadly not an S tier mod. It's very unlucky, you know, just not S tier enough. What else do I need? I need Prudentium for this. I have 3. Right. There we go. I think that's everything. And then we should be able to make the Prosperity Seed. Oh, that's kind of painful. That they've changed the recipe for Prosperity Seeds. So you have to now use the glass. Which is quite annoying. Where is... It should be in this room, shouldn't it? Ellis, how are you? And how is Miles? How's Miles' mental capacity going? I'm doing alright. I think Miles might be going a little bit insane over yesterday's stream. But I'm doing good, thanks. Zenith, how are you doing? Let me turn this off. Where is my... Do I even have just a normal tempered glass jar? Or do I not have one? I don't think I have one, do I? Unless it's somewhere else. Resource gen. Definitely won't be in here. Fighting room. Wouldn't be in this one. Definitely wouldn't be in mechanism. Alright, we'll make a new one then. It does seem. For the seeds. Alright, hopefully they don't jump into the campfire, because that'll be quite annoying if that happens. Does that work? Yeah, that definitely works. I'm surprised that actually worked, to be fair. I'm good. I hope they don't jump into the lava. Yeah, I know. I was thinking that. I hope they don't jump into the lava, but I think I'm fine with this. I think I got them all. Obviously, I did just break. Did I get them all? I'm not too sure now. I'm a bit confused. I don't know. See, that looked like they went into my inventory, but then I just didn't get them. So we may have lost some, which is interesting. So I'm not too sure what happened there, but here we go. We'll get one of these. And do I just set up the automation of seeds? Like, what else do you need prosperity for, really? I don't think it's too much. If I just go into... Do I have A2 in here? Not really. And I have A2 in mechanism room, which I could just set up. But do I have seeds? Not really. Okay. Well, we'll just go... Not in this one. In this room. And we'll just do it manually. I also have to remember where I've been placing everything. Go in there for now. Stack of prosperity. Let's get some seeds. And let's slap those in there and start mixing. Let's get the auto jar, is it? Yeah, the jar automator. We'll get one of these. Oh, there we go. We're getting quest lines for days now. Look at that. We'll also get a chest. And then we can slap that right next to this. I did just get a whole bunch of quest lines. What is it? Prosperity. Alright, that should be good. We should be all happy with that now. And I can head back into my other room, I think. There you go. I'll stop that now. That should be the nage seed done now. How's your day going so far? My day's going great. Jalen, how's your day going? Something to do in the shop just came up when you complete... Ooh, did it? Have a look in the shop. I'm not really too sure what it was. I think it might be this. Mystical Enlightenment book? That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, it gets Supreme Essence, so I think it is Mystical Enlightenment book. Alright. Now that's done, I can throw all these back inside of here. There we go. And then I just need to make a whole bunch of lily pads. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is throw this over here. Mark, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. This one I'm just going to... I need to... One, I'm getting seeds, which I wasn't actually expecting. Oh no, the seed's there because I mined up one of them. Alright, let's go into here, because I think this is where it's all been stored, is it? Yeah. And then if that is actually connected up, which I think it isn't. There we go, it is now. That should be all sorted. We should just start getting nature essence now. Let's upgrade that a few times, and we'll also lock it. There we go. We should be looking good, I think, with all of this. So let's piece on out of here, back into the farms. It still doesn't like something, though. What's it not liking? Oh. Okay. Was that because I mined this up as well? Because I don't think I'm getting that normally. I'll set a drawer anyway, just in case it happens again. I think it's because I actually mined one of them up. Do I have any drawers? I have one. Give that a quick lock and link. And then a few upgrades as well. Right. There we go. We should be looking good, I think, with all of this. And with our nature essence now fully done, we can just go ahead and start making a whole bunch of the lily pads ourselves. We don't have to wait for this to do its thing anymore, even though we do have 17 from there, which I will go ahead and take out. All right. Let me come over here. Lily pads. Slap those in there. Let's get a whole bunch of them. And then that should... Yeah, there we go. Start making the lily pads for fertility. Also, the vacuum hopper upgrade may not pick up some items from the further farmlands. It's not... If you're thinking that, it's not that. This one in here should work just fine for this area. And then I'm going to set up another one over here. So I'm not just going to use this one over here for both of them. I don't think that'll be... That definitely probably won't work for that. Can I do this? If I temporal pouch this, does it go faster? Yes, here's the answer. Wait, what just happened there? Like my FOV went nuts for some reason. Is that just me? I don't know, I just feel like it went like real zoomed in for a second there. Alright. There we go. We're gonna need what, like 81 of these just for the bottom. Probably the speed change. Yeah, I didn't know I was getting like a speed upgrade, to be honest. It was kind of jarring when I was doing it. All right. There we go. We just need these to go a little bit faster. That'd be fantastic. And then we can continue doing it. So I might just start filling in the rest of the stuff in preparation whilst we wait for all of those. Let me just see if I can make any more of all of this stuff first. Another 48 lily pads. Head in there. We're going to need some more of the essence. What am I actually missing? Rib bones. Ooh. Okay. I think you buy lily pads from the shop, can't you? I'm not too sure. Oh, yeah, you can. So it's 2 gold. Oh, that's probably why. It's probably quite expensive. 2 gold coins. I think that's how I started doing it. But it soon starts to add up when you need 81 of these. Kind of thing. So I think that's why I set up this. So we can buy them if we desperately need to finish off. I think we're alright for now. We are out of rib bones, which is pretty sad. We've got 2 more, so we need our thing upstairs to start working a little bit faster. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish all of this farm with what we've got left. But we're going to be able to do a decent bit of it, I think, with all of these. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to need, what, 3 of these? This is going insane. Yeah, so what's this one? This one's the harvest, this one's the watering can. Yeah, that one's the vacuum. That's fine. Let's see if we actually have those modular routers. We have 1. Go ahead and make another one. And then I do believe it's on a slab, isn't it? Is that on... Ah, okay, that is the double slab there, okay. I didn't realise if that was the slabs, because it looked like an actual stone block there. I was getting a bit confused. Let's place 1 on there like that. Then... There we go. That should be fine, I think, with all that stuff. So, we want 2 activator modules, which we don't have, which is also fantastic. Let's just type in at modular routers. Yeah, so we want 2 of these. We'll get more of that. What else am I missing? Blank modules. I'm basically missing everything. We're missing sugarcane. Well, that's what this farm's for here. There we go. Yeah, we should be good now, I think. Wait, what happened to... Okay. Just get a whole bunch of these. There we go. 6 should be plenty. I don't know why it's being weird when I try to put it in my system. We'll get a whole bunch of levers as well. Again, it doesn't click when I go into it, which is kind of annoying. Is that because I don't have autofocus on open? I think that might be the reason why. Then we're going to have to make another scythe from over here. And we're also going to need to make a watering can as well. It only needs to be the 9x9 version, which is fine. How are we looking? 15 of these. I'm assuming we're out of, yeah, this stuff over here. So we're definitely not going to have enough for the whole of this farm as of yet. There we go. We got 8 more rib bones. That's not really going to make too much of a difference. Right, we can make 2 more lily pads with that. Got so much garbage inside my inventory that needs to go into the system. Oh, yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Go ahead, we'll make the scythe. We're going to need, what? I think it's 10 of each. So 10 of the prosperity ingots and then 10 of the gemstones is what you need for this. There we go. And then we should be able to go up in the tiers making this. Let me just put all these in. We'll just make like a stack of each as we go along as well, of the other tiers. And then I do need to set up the auto transforming of the prosperity. That's also something I need to go ahead and do. Did I actually make that? No. Is Insanium in this? I'm not too sure. I would assume it is. Yeah, Insanium's in this. So we can autocraft up to Insanium. If we would like to. That's probably what we will go ahead and do, and then we can just craft it down from other tiers. I think that's enough now. Oops. Making each of these tiers, though, is such a pain how you have to click each one. It's quite tedious in doing it. Nope, that's definitely not enough of that. Alright, just make a whole bunch of this. No, we should probably be all good to go, I think. Yeah, that should definitely be enough now. Oop. Wonderful. Is my system full? It feels like it's full, because I don't know if or it's just a little bit buggy. Whenever I try to put something in, it doesn't always go in on the first click, which is a bit strange sometimes. Alright, there we go. We got our Supreme Scythe, though, over here, so we can go ahead and set that up. First time seeing you, one of you run solo. Well, hopefully you still enjoy the content with one of us. It is totally just me on the streams as the busy bee. Up down there. It might be like, yeah. I'm not too sure. Right, that should be that one done. Now we need to go ahead and do the same thing for the watering can. So you need to go up in the tiers. It's so annoying going up in the tiers for the watering can. Right. get a whole bunch of the mystical fertilizer, and then we're going to need a lot more of these. In your previous farm, you had lily pads on the waterlock set. Yeah, we're hopefully going to do that. We don't have enough of the stuff to make the rest of the lily pads. That's why we're only halfway through on this farm. But we're hoping to get it exactly the same on both of them. That's what we're going for. We just need more of, I think it's the rib bones. Yeah, we've only got 5 of them at the moment. We need a whole lot more of those. Always keep up the amazing work. Oh, thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. We'll try our best to keep up the content. Alright, let's get a bunch of these. I definitely need to go ahead and set up the auto crafting of all of these. There we go. Oh, I forgot to make the next here. There we go. And then we just need the nice Empyrean stuff, and then we should be good. All right, 20 of that should definitely do. So, the fun part about this is seeing if it actually works, but I haven't waterlogged these stairs, so it should be a little bit easier to see if it's actually going to work. So we just do down, we'll put in the watering can, even though we don't have to actually filter this. Yeah, it should be, wait, is it? Might be look below. I think it's look below that we want this one on. So if I do this now, and pull the ground, I think it also helps if I put some water in it. We'll go back. So if I hold this now, yeah, you can see, here we go. It's starting to work. Because the farmland has been watered, which is pretty nice. So that one's working just fine. And then we need a vacuum module. And this needs a bunch of upgrades inside of it. Let me just check how many it's got inside of this. So it's got 6 range. That's fine. Let me do range upgrades. We'll get the 6 of these that we need. And then we just need some speed and stack upgrades as well. We can just slap that inside of there. Speed we'll get, I think it was 9 of these in the other one. Did the trick. So we'll do that again. I think 9 is the actual max that you can do for this. Oops. I don't know what I just put in there. Did I put my... I did just put my thing. Compact. Yeah, my shrinking device. Bang those in there. And then, was it 6 stack modules that I had inside of the other one? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's hope I can... oh. Wait, do I just have these in my inventory or something? No. There we go. That should be all good now. Just slap that. Oops. Over here. There you go. So that should be everything all set up, I think. I don't see any issues unless this one's just on the down for where it's looking, but it's not. It's in all directions. Yeah, so that should be all the upgrades. That should be the watering can done, and it should be the Supreme Scythe all done. So we should be able to just get this up and running now, I think. We can go ahead and make have more of these. We can make 9. So we'll make 2 more lily pads. Oh, insane is that? Absolutely nuts. Been a bit since I've been around. How are you guys doing? We are both doing fantastic. Miles is in the Twitch chat if you are wanting to talk to him. But we're both doing good. How are you doing? You need 4 more range upgrades for the vacuum. I think this should be fine with that. Like if I come over here and throw them on the floor, it should. Yeah, that should get picked up. Fine. I think it's is it 4 more for the maximum? I think it might be 4 more for the maximum, but I'm just happy having it be this range here for just this farm. Have you forgotten the laser node? Yeah, so I'll add the laser node in just a second and hook it all up. I don't really want to use one from Just How It Thinks. It makes some weird dirt when you use those ones. Okay. There you go. You can kind of see it's all getting nicely watered. So we don't actually need water around, but I am going to put water around. Bucket. Let me just put some stuff inside of here. So apparently it's meant to flow, the water in this. So I never actually visually see it. Is that meant to flow? Because told on Resource Factory, you only need to put in every other one. But I don't visually see it, unless when I do it all, it's not meant to? Okay. I never actually see it doing it. Make a few more buckets. Even in standard Minecraft, it doesn't flow. It does flow when there is a block underneath the stair. Ah, okay. That makes some sense, I guess. Obviously, I don't have blocks underneath. That's fair enough. But does the... Yeah, no. No, there we go. We just need 2 more pieces. And then we're all good. We'll just throw the rest inside the system. Alright, there we go. So that should keep it all nicely watered now. Obviously, we're not going to be able to add all of the lily pads in, which is pretty sad. And it flows when there's no blocks next to it. Ah, okay. So I just need to have something underneath it, and then it'll start flowing. That's all good. Right, so I need to kind of start creating the seeds that I'm actually going to want inside of here, and I need to go filter them out in the other system. But I do need first to collect up this, well, set up this laser node. What is this? Channel 2, it does seem. Okay. That's fine. Throw this inside of here. We'll do extract, channel 2. And I need more of these. Did I autocraft them? I did. Okay, I did not mean to click 100, but I guess we're making 100 now. Why not? We'll always have them on stock then, at that point. Alright, that should be all good. And I need some of these. Let's say 10 of them. Next, all those entities being dropped in the world. It'll be fine. I don't see many issues that could occur, you know? I think we've had a lot worse before, I think, and it's been okay. Like in, what was it, All the Mods 10? The farms were going pretty nuts. Is in the prison pack, I made the farms. What, they went absolutely nuts. Yeah, we made farms as well in the prison packs, which was actually absolutely nuts. Oh, yes, red fertilizer. Thank you for reminding me. Can I just make... No, I was beetroots, wasn't it? Beetroots. But we can now just straight up make these. There we go. We only need 81 in total, even though I know we already have some. That should be all good. I just use Harvester Pylon. Harvester Pylon is also a valid way to do this. The only thing with the Harvester Pylon, it doesn't work as fast as these. Like, you can really see the difference when you actually upgrade between the Harvest Pylon and the Modular Router Super Premium Scythe. You can tell the difference. It's pretty noticeable. I think we did it in our newest series. We upgraded from the Harvester Pylon to Modular Routers, and you could notice the difference straight away, which is quite interesting because the Harvester Pylon does do it quite quick still. But it's if you don't want it to go absolutely nuts, Harvester Pylon is just fine. Right, I need laser nodes, because now I've got to run it all the way over to that one over there. So how many blocks away is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many blocks this way is it? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's not going to reach that far, is it? I'm going to have to do something like this. I want just to run it. Yeah, even that's too far away. Along the wall. Oh, that's taken that one. Is that close enough, potentially? Nope. This one? Hey, okay, so that one's close enough. Perfect. Well, I'm playing 18 on a server, so I have to make it friendly. Yeah, that's understandable. If you're playing on a server, then that makes sense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oops. Right, is this one going to connect up? I would highly doubt it does. Yeah, no. Right, let's throw this... There. And then that should be fine. Oop. There we go. So that should be all connected now. So whatever comes over here should go there. It kind of looks awful that I've done it that way, but it's fine, I guess. If the modular router has the leaf icon turned on, it will not run... it will not run when it's not being used. Ah, yeah. If you have the eco mode disabled, router will run at normal speeds, so it won't run insanely fast. But at that point, I think you might just stick with the harvest pile at that point. I'm not too sure. There we go. So that should be this farm somewhat set up now. Obviously, I know it's not as good as the other one, this one. I'm tempted to take some of the lily pads of fertility over from this one and put it to this one over here. I don't really need this one going at insane speeds right now. Do I have just some ender pearls? Can I just buy some from the shop? I don't think I have enough money to buy that many from the shop. Because how much do I have? 126. A gold coin is 5. And then how much do they want from the shop? They're quite expensive. Yeah, so it's 10 gold per. I can buy... What, like... How many is it? Not that many. 12. From the shop. And that's all of my... No, but 126 to 116 is not 5? Hey, what are you on about, Miles? Oh, yeah, well, did I accidentally say 5? I said 12. Or is it not... Oh, is it not 5 gold coins? Are these worth even more? Oh, the 10 gold coins. Okay, I thought they were 5 gold coins. Oh, okay, yeah, so it's, yeah. I said the wrong thing. Miles always calling me out. You could have just said yes, Miles. You could have just left it. I got the right number in the end anyway. I just misrepresented the coin value. But yeah, that's fine there, I think. Apologies, I'll let you be wrong, but right to you. Yeah, exactly. I knew what was happening in my head. I got the right outcome. Just my workings out were a bit wrong. That's fine. That's cool. Hello, Pink. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. All right, let's slap all these inside the system now. We should be good, and I think we're actually ready to start setting this up. So, the reason why we set most of this up in the first place was to get... let me just press A on all this stuff I don't need anymore. The only stuff that I need is the RF Tools Crafter. That's about it. So I wanted... what is it? Flux Seed. I wanted this bad boy right here. This is the one I wanted. So what I am going to go ahead and do, take all of them out, take them out. We'll go around. And we'll take all of these out, whatever's in here. Perfect. There we go, and they can all just go inside the system. How is this actually going over here? Is he still going pretty fast? He's still going pretty fast, even without the lily pads of fertility on the bottom. I will go ahead, remove that one. There we go. And this one can be the first one over here. There we go. Watch it soar. It's doing amazing. Anytime soon would be nice if you'd really appreciate. Excuse me? Does this just not want to grow anymore? Let me just get some torches for light level. Because I could see that being an issue around here. Not that, obviously. Let me get the actual torches out. Yeah, okay, so light level was the issue. I wonder why it let me plant it, but not actually grow. That's a bit strange. There we go. That seems to be doing its job. That seems to be going into the system as well, which is really nice. So let's get some Flux out of the system. We need 4 of these. Then we're going to need some Imperium and then a Prosperity Seed. Grab one of these. So I should just be able to slap them in there, slap them there, and that in there. And that should automatically all go in unless I set... Okay, I actually set filters for this. I'm a smart guy. But it's just for the middle bit. So that's all good. Hey, Day Killer. Welcome. That done. There we go. First, Flux Seed. Boop. That can go there. And then I'm going to have to set up a drawer for each and every one of these that I do. Now, I'm not too sure if I'm going to need a few of these or not. I don't think I will. I think one should be fine. Especially if I have it going at faster speeds. Let me just get a whole bunch of drawers going as well. Alright, there we go. We'll slap those in there as well. Fantastic. But I don't think there's any others as of yet. So what I am going to go ahead and do is make these crafters right now. Going to need a lot of these redstone torches. Tier 2. We probably don't need the tier 3, but I'm just going to make it just in case. And then, where should we do this? I'm thinking maybe in... do we do it in Mechanism room? Or do I just do it... Oops. stairs in the power/AE2 room. And then just auto feed it in these drawers. This is getting real compact in here. I really do want to just start moving stuff like the reactors out of the way. I guess I can do it over here, right? Which is not really the best of places, but I guess it'll be fine. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Is the pickup thing this? Into a power compact machine? Maybe into a power compact machine, yeah. That's probably what we should be doing. Alright, so slap that. Oh no, you know what? I think we do need a little bit of space in between these. Everything's just going to be falling on the floor now in the other place. Because I want to use laser IO to take this stuff out. Sure, that can stay there. Just so it can go at faster speeds. Let me link this to the system again, just so it starts collecting everything. Right, so I am not the one who usually sets this up, so this is going to be quite interesting if I could set this up correctly. So we want to go for our recipe, and we want to put that in. Boom. That should... Do I have to actually set the thing at mystical? Let me have a look. Where is it now? All these different types of essences. Oh, sorry. It helps if I actually do the first recipe correct as well. For each recipe, make sure the output method, except for insanium, to ET. Is that? Yeah, that's on this. So, result of crafting operations will go to output buffer, but remaining items like buckets will stay in the input. Yes. Apply. Okay. That seems fine. Then we can go ahead. We can do this one. In fact, you can make this even... Ooh, let me do... Actually. You can make this even faster, can't you, if you turn them into blocks first. But I don't think we're going to need it going that fast. So we should be fine, because it already works very fast. Oops. I did not mean to do that. I meant to click on a new one. Did I change that? Nope. Do premium. Are you saying for this one, I can just leave it like that? So, what I want to go ahead and do is it needs to remember the current items as well, I think. But then we should be good, I think. Let me get... Do I have... Yeah, I have the blazing gates. Let's just slap this on the back here. And that should... I should start crafting these, right? I shouldn't have to take them out. Where are my laser nodes? Let's just do that. That. Yeah. So it's on fast mode. Where is my thing? Here it is. Oh, I should also get all my laser node. Let's grab all these out, just put them in. Let's make about, I don't know, 50 of those. That should do as well, I think. So, we'll start extracting the stuff out of here. I'll do it one at a time. It is quite slow. But also let me import into there as well. So I should start throwing stuff in here. But I wanted to start actually crafting up the other ones. I have to actually take it out and actually put it back in. I thought you could just use the ones from the output slots over here. You know, for crafting them? Oh, well, you need to change to int instead of exchange. Ah, okay. Right, int. Okay. If I do... Ah, yes, okay. There we go. Right, so what I need to go ahead and do, let me just take this out for now. And let me reorganize this. Yeah, so that should do that. So I kind of want at least one filter for each one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, EXT4, yeah. That is that for Insanium, and then we should be good. Okay, so I've got Prudentium, Deuterium, Imperium. Yeah, so that should be fine, right? I'm going to do... Remember that. So all these slots should always be the same, so we should be able to craft each and every one of them constantly. And then are you going to... Oh, sorry, I changed that to the wrong one. Okay, there we go. That seems to be working now, I think. So, if we go ahead and put that back in there, they should all start turning. And we're starting to get... Hey, we're starting to get our Insanium. I did make a mistake of doing that, but I guess it's fine. Is this as fast as it goes? Oh, sure. Okay. No, so now it's just purely a power problem. That's what it is. Right, extract. And insert. And then we can just straight lock this one. There we go. That should be everything done now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're just drastically out of power. But I don't think it's actually out of power over here. I think it's purely how much we can send in. Because these gates are pretty trash. So, I think that leads us to our next thing, which is Flux Networks. That's what we need to go ahead and start with. And that is a reaction chamber with molten blaze, which is quite annoying, if you ask me. Obviously, we can make it. There are different ways to make it. I'm probably just going to smelt the stuff up. But that still is quite annoying. Yeah. Right, where is... Oh, it's in here, isn't it? Do I actually have blaze? Yeah, I have blaze rods. That's fine. They should hopefully maybe start smelting. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. That seems to be full. Did you fix the issue on the crafter? Yeah, the crafter's all fine. Should be working now. If I head back in here. We just don't have enough power for it. So if we come inside of here, all these are starting to get crafted up and changing, and we're starting to get our essence right there. I did make a little mistake here where I've remembered these 3 years Prudentium, but it's not the biggest issue in the world. It's fine. I don't think anything will break. But that's fine. Wait, can I make the... What is it for the creative essence? Okay, yeah, okay. No, never mind. That one's a bit harder than the one it was in all the mods 10. So we'll leave that for now. There we go. That is a whole lot. Can I just get a tank? Slap that in there and... No. I can just do that. There we go. Let's put a whole bunch more of this in. I don't know if I should get a fluid draw for all of this. Fine either way. Does that not just push straight down? That's kind of annoying. Alright. Have a look. So we want flux dust, ender dust. They're both fine. I think I have I auto-crafted ender dust? No, but I can go get a whole bunch of it. And then the fluix as well. Let me go ahead. We'll set up an auto-craft for this. You know, we'll set up an auto-craft for all of this. Ah, I can just set up an auto-craft for the crushing of that. And that can just literally be crushed. Like so. That one, and then the other one needs to go into the mechanism room over here. Which one is it? Crushing and crushing. There we go. So if I want to stack that, is this just straight? Okay, so it's just one each and then you get 2 back. That's not too bad. Fluix dust. Let's get a stack of that as well. And then we should be ready to go. There we go. Ender dust. Perfect. Let's head back in here. We should be able to boop boop throw those in. And hey, let's give this a quick speed up with all of this. I don't know if that was definitely necessary. Maybe I should just get some acceleration cards instead of trying to break it. There we go. That is doing it rapid. Is that? Wow. But we've got a lot of the flux dust at least now. Alright, there we go. We got 2 stacks. That should be plenty to start actually setting this stuff up. So, we want to get... Yeah, sure, we'll auto-craft this, why not? No, that one. Now, I don't actually know how much obsidian I have in the system. Probably not a lot. Yeah, we have 90. And hopefully it's enough for what we want. We need a controller first, which does take a nether star. I didn't even know that. That's quite expensive, but it's fine. We've got nether stars for days. So we'll get the controller. We will get just a basic thing at this point. We don't need anything too drastic. There we go. Then we can grab ourselves a plug. And then we can grab ourselves a point as well. Did I actually... Ah, point. There we go. Perfect. Right, let's head up here. Let's get this all set up. Now, I feel like I can't use the CFS network. You know, it's not a CFS network. Alright, we'll just have to do CFS Lewis's network. Create. Very sad times. Hi, Maxwiz. Welcome. This should all be connected up, so I should just be able to... I mean, it helps if I don't use, like, some garbage cable as well. Oh, no, it's not that one. This one, isn't it? Oop. There we go. That should be good, I think. Did I ever make my spirited reactor? I don't think I ever did I? No. Let's take these garbage things off now as well. We don't need them. And we can slap that there instead. Right, and then we can just bypass limit, and that should be good. I think. Bypass limit. It should be fine. You should be able to... Why are you not extracting a lot more? It should be all good. What's your power gen room, or do you have a little multi-block generators? This is the power gen room that we have. We probably need to go actually make one dedicated to purely power, but at the moment we've just got 2 reactors. We've got, like, I think it's hardened there, blazing there. That's what we've got. But have they limited this or something? How much you can actually output with... That should be fine, right? Or is that just me going insane? I don't know why the max output and input's 500 when this can do... What is it? 40k extraction per tick? Kinda stupid, is that? Or can this only insert so much over here? I don't think that should be true either. We can put wireless charging on now for all this. As well. So we don't actually need to carry around our battery anymore. We are all good for that. Oh, okay, there we go. So now it's doing its thing. That's full, but we have gone through all of our things. We've got 140 of the essences, which is pretty nice. So we are all done with the Flux Network. We've at least got one of these set up, which is nice. And then what we can go ahead and do now is look at some other ones. Have a look. So we were doing a little bit of mechanism. I think power we might need to upgrade a little bit as well. Obviously, power's not doing too great. We do need some better power on the go than what we've currently got. I can just straight up make more reactors than what I've got as well. I could change to a spirited or niotic. Did I? Let me go in here. I can make the good mechanism cable as well, can't I? Let me read this. Alloy. Grab some of that, and that. And let's take this garbage off as well. Let's get another point. There we go. That should be all good. Yeah, so this is extracting the 40k FE per tick now, it seems. Seems like we are just straight up losing that to the output. Wait, where is that all going? I tried to use the turbine with boilers, with the... Alright, but then heat up the boiler. Is that from Mekanism you tried to use the turbine with the boilers? If so, I don't think we've ever used that type of thing. If it is the Mekanism turbine. I was just looking in here. I don't think there's any seeds that come to mind as of yet for this. So I think I am, or might, jump into some Mekanism. And we can start setting that up. Yeah, it's from Mekanism. Yeah, we usually use the reactor from Mekanism if we're going to use the turbine as well. Which I think I could possibly go ahead and start setting up. Is the reactor. We'll see how well it goes. Hopefully I don't blow everything up. I don't think I should. First we do need some HDPE setting up. And I'm hoping that they haven't done anything weird. Ow, what a... Get out of here. To gatekeep this. Oh, real quick. Let me also... Before I go any further. We'll just go Mystical Agriculture. We want the chest plate. I just want to quickly make this. I'm surprised it's iron. I made 10 of these. Just so I have creative flight at all times with this. I should probably set up autocast for this, shouldn't I? Maintenance is my favorite mod, and I use the boiler because it's safer and does not use fissile fuel. That is very true. How much power does it produce? Is it good for power production? I know if you use the turbine with the, or at least the reactor we set up, I think it generates something like 20 plus million FE per tick. How is it with the boiler? Where was I going? Let me go over here. Let me go ahead. We'll do Supremium first. This guy stopped pushing me around. Alright, that should be all of the things automated. Do I have any more space? Not really. No. Okay, right. We're going to need more pattern providers on the go. The turbine makes around 4 million, if I remember right. Okay, that's actually not too bad then. Considering these, like, no risk involved. It's definitely better than what I'm currently running at the moment. I do need to go ahead and change this as well to be something a whole lot better. We'll do that in the future as well. So what is it? It is... I don't know why my mind's blanking on what thing is accelerator cards. That's what I need. No, maybe that was a bit too much. Oh man, there's so much that I need to do. I can keep sidetracking myself, which is not good. Because I need to actually set up automation of all this mechanism stuff as well. So the assembler, the circuit slicers, the reaction chamber. I keep getting sidetracked. So I say I'll do one thing, and then I figure out there's something else that I need to do. Alright, let's do that, and then we can just start throwing all of these inside of here. And then we can start crafting up each and every one of these as well. I need it in this first. Alright, there we go. I highly doubt we're going to need any of these gems again, but we've got them if we do need them. I don't think I already did this one, so... There we go. That should be all of them done now. I did just go ahead and put one of them back in the system. Alright, we should just be able to autocraft these now, which is fantastic. I should be able to just do... Nope, not that. I should be able to do that, and it should start crafting stuff up. That's if you can get up running the boiler, use a ton of power to get started, and then you can just power the boiler with the turbines it's generating. Yeah. I think I have decent power gen at the moment, so I might be able to get it up and running. But I think I might just go with the, what is it? The reactor that I'm doing from Mekanism. Right, yeah, this has been so much easier to craft these up. Right, there we go. So we've got that, and then we need to go ahead and we need to make our creative flight augment. We just do flight. We need 4 nether stars, 4 supreme acid, supremium. Get 4 of that. And then I think nether stars probably aren't there, are they? Yeah, we have 2 of those. Can we make any over here? No, we're missing whatever that one is. Which is a little bit annoying. Is there anything that just gives a singular one that isn't insane? Ender pearls, I guess, is not too bad. There we go. We'll start crushing these up over here. The main reactor I only use for waste. I dump the steam into a trash can. Lots better ways to make power than use the turbine. That's somewhat true, I guess. I mean, the turbine is still very good. I think it still beats out a lot of mods just using the turbine. Obviously, there is the fusion reactor from Mekanism if you just want to go nuts, and that's if they haven't nerfed it heavily. But that should, if you're doing it at high speeds, should produce up to, I think it's 200 million FE per tick. Obviously, that's sometimes quite difficult to do to get that amount. But you do also need a lot of power up front, because I think if you're doing the correct setup, the pumps alone need, what is it, 1 million FE? Like 36 pumps to produce the heavy water needed for the DT fuel. I think was that what it was, Miles? If you're still here, I think that's what it was. It was something stupid like that for them. It was absolutely insane. Do I have any raw replica? Raw replica, not too much. I mean, do I just buy a matter tank at this point? Where is the matter tanks? Okay, no, that's so much stuff. Alright, let me just go smelt this stuff up then. There we go. Alright, matter tank. Stop this. There. And... oh, it's not even getting the matter that I wanted. It's getting ender matter, which obviously will lock. But all these other ones are pretty garbage. And be safe and may do backups, because if you break the wrong thing, then boom, the compact machine is unusable. SR mods to get the power I can look into. Yeah. I mean, I think we'll be fine with the reactor. It's not our first rodeo with the reactors. When have I been known to blow up any reactors, you know? I don't think that is, I don't think that's me. I've got a solid reputation for my reactor game. Alright, this one should be like the last one that we need. Yeah, the quantum matter. Right. We should now be able to... hey, we can get 6 of these. Right. We only need, what? I get 4, although we need 2 replicating at the most. Oh, this is where we're getting our obsidian. Ah. That's all good. Right, is that being made? It is. Perfect. There's also Draconic Evolution. Oh, yeah, okay. That's the only one I won't touch. The Draconic Evolution reactor, I don't understand it. It's absolutely nuts. Olga, thank you for the resubscription. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Draconic Evolution reactor, you need to do some redstone controlling, don't you? To control the temperature. That's even more difficult than the Mekanism one. But I'm not too sure how much power it produces. Is it a lot more? But it's actually nuts. The trying to set up the Draconic Evolution. I do like though how it looks. To be fair, is Draconic Evolution in 1.21 or not? Or has it not been updated? Just thinking about it, I do actually kind of, well, I do and I don't enjoy Draconic Evolution. So I like the crafting. I like the big storage cube as well. I don't need that in there. The only thing I don't like about Draconic Evolution is, one, the reactor and how complicated it is, and the fact if you blow it up, it goes absolutely everywhere. But it is only lava. It's not as bad as the Mekanism one. And I also don't like the Chaos Dragon. The Chaos Dragon is an absolute pain, and I don't know why they made it so difficult. Other than that, I like Draconic Evolution. It's pretty cool. Are you going to max the output of the turbine with the boiler, with the heated stuff from the reactor? If I set it up, yes. I probably will try. But I think the usual issue we have with mechanism reactors is getting the stuff needed. What is it? Obviously, you have to produce enough fissile fuel per tick, and I think it is the uranium oxide, which needs. Where is it? Is it yellow cake? Yeah. Producing yellow cake at a fast enough speed is very much a pain with this, because obviously you need to produce uranium at a fast speed. The fastest speed that I think I could probably produce it at is whatever I can make in a farm over here with a uranium seed. Although I didn't actually see uranium. Is there a uranium essence? Yeah, there is. Oh, but it only... Wait, that's disgusting. It only makes... So you have to actually smelt it up as well. And you only get 2 raw uranium. I'm not too happy about that. So yeah, it's producing this fast speed. The nuke reactor from one of the create add-ons is the worst. When it comes to meltdowns, I don't think I've actually used it. That's quite. Is it just go? Does it just go everywhere? When that meltdown? Draconic up to 1.21. Ah, okay. So they still need to update to 1.21.1. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Where is this one? Is there going to be a fairy that comes around or something? Make sure you have a good sulfur and uranium output. Yeah, if that's for the mechanism thing, yeah. Kind of a pain. Do I have solium ore? I don't have any solium ore. I mean, I can't just get compressed dust. Let's see. Do I have enough just for that top recipe? I'm hoping I do. Oh, it makes 8 in total. That's fine. Right. There we go. Perfect. We'll just slap that, I don't know, here for now. There we go. And we should be all good with creative flight. We take this off. Yeah, we're all good now. What about the Draconic Evolution energy orb at least? Yes, I do. I like the energy orb. The energy orb that actually stores the power. That is perfect. I love it. That's great. Everything else, not too big of a fan of. Well, okay, I'm not a fan of the reactor. I'm not a fan of the Chaos Dragon. Them two, not a fan of. Mainly it's just because I don't understand them. How to kill that in a nice way that doesn't take hours. And I don't know how to get the reactor to not blow up. So that's always good. Pipes become lava and the reactor rods become a radioactive block that sinks into the ground and fills up with lava. Well, that does sound like a whole lot of fun, does that? It blows up like a 200 block radius. Okay. I mean, we've had one blow up, but all it did was produce lava. That was in Rustic Waters 2. It was a very long time ago. So I'm not too sure how it is, if they've like changed it since then, or if we just didn't get the full effect. I'm not too sure, because we were underwater. The Draconic crafting sucks. You know, I don't actually mind the Draconic Evolution crafting. I don't think it's too bad. Alright, we're going to do some chemistry now. That's what we've got to go ahead and start whipping up for all of this. I'm probably going to have to set up some more farms for stuff like beetroot or something as well. Or at least an autocraft. Or do... Okay, you know what? We'll stick to one thing at a time. And we'll do this over here and get this automated. I love the crafting, but here I'm having to kill the dragon repeatedly for chaos shards. Yeah, the dragon is just an absolute nightmare. I don't know, people. I think what you're meant to do, because it's killing those stupid crystals, and then when it does the move where it just pulls you into the ground, that is also super annoying. Because the only way, you just have to accept it and just stand there. You can't really do anything. So that's super annoying. Is that? We'll do this actually in the mechanism, because it's a lot cleaner inside of here. So yeah, I hate having to do that. but I think you have to get a bow, is it? And you have to like fully upgrade it. And then with that, you should be able to one-shot the crystals that are around the dragon. And I think that's the only way you can do it. Are all those still online? I'm surprised they're actually all online, but I guess there's less than 8 over here passing through. Right, they should be fine. So we need the produced items will be auto-exported through any extraction side. Yeah. Output enabled. Output enabled. Output enabled, then we should be good. The staff is the OP ranged weapon in Draconic. Is that even for... like, I swear, we've used the stat. Like, if we just make the Draconic staff, I swear that's still not fast enough. And it doesn't kill it. Like, the orbs around it. I swear there's still issues with that. So I do want... okay, so I need to get a silicone seed as well. That is next upon the list. So that's just a craft. That's just a craft. This needs to go inside of the circuit slicer, I do believe. Let me just have a quick look. Is it the circuit slicer? Yeah. Let me just get up all of the circuits, and then we'll do this. I hate making the fissile fuel setup. Setup is hard. Yeah, that's why. That's usually why I get Miles to do it. Miles loves making the fissile fuel setup with clean cable management. But he's just following the JEI recipe, which is kind of a pain. Oh wait, did I have blocks autocraft? I do. Alright, that's fine. Done for this. I always change the configurator to craft recipes without pedestals. I hate the pedestal system. Is that is that for mystical agriculture that you do that? That's something you can do. There's so many steps. There are a lot of steps in it. Indeed. I don't mind the pedestal crafting either. I guess for mystical agriculture. I'm not too worried about other crafting methods. Unless it's just got a stupid recipe, then I think it's fine. There was ways to auto one-kill it with a mob masher or crusher, but I think it was a bug and they fixed it. I could see it being Industrial Foregoings Crusher. I know that used to be able to like one-shot withers and stuff, so was it like that? I think it might be something like that that could one-shot it. I could see how they've also just massively fixed it. Right, all those should be auto-crafted now. It's now doing the processors. So what is this actually made in? It's made in this one, isn't it? Yes, let me just redo this. So it actually says it's making 4 at a time, not just 1. There we go. So this is in the crystal assembler, this one, which is this one. Oop, there we go. Yeah, but I think they made the Draconic Dragon. Yeah, they probably did. If they've made this jacked boss and then it just gets absolutely one-tapped, yeah, they're definitely going to patch that out straight away. But it's just, I don't know, I think it's just unnecessarily hard to do it. Another one, the Wither Storm as well. That's like the most annoying thing in the world, is trying to kill that thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other bosses I hate. There's the Wither Storm, and there's the Chaos Dragon. There was the Doppelganger, which me and Miles had to kill in the Prison Escape. Those 3, I think so far, are my most hated bosses from Minecraft or modern Minecraft, just because they're just stupidly difficult for no reason whatsoever. Like, there's no reason for it to be that difficult. Industrial Valgrind crafting is horrible too. If you mean the Disillusion Chamber, I can agree with that. Automating though is not too bad, so I don't mind doing that. I don't do it with the Wither anymore. I've done it too many times. I just cheating the Wither Storm drops, and that's fair enough. I think we had to do it once, and again it took us hours to do. It was not fun doing that. Right, let me get some Prudentium. I have 46 of stuff. Yeah, so that was a real pain. Was that? Or is it farming? Then what's the seed? Is this? Now, let me have a look. How is this actually doing? Because I put that in a bit ago. It's got 1,700. Okay. I didn't know if I needed to actually start making more farms or not. Over here, I don't think that I do. I think just having the one seed of each is fine. I do need some more upgrades though. Let me just make 10 of those. Then we should be all good. But yeah, are there any other like ridiculous bosses in modded Minecraft? I don't think there's too many more. Right, so that should be all of the stuff from AE2, at least currently, automated, which is nice. Out of those three, you said which you not doing most. What do I have? Okay, no. Okay, I already know which one I'm not doing. I'm not doing the doppelganger one. Out of all of those, I am not doing the doppelganger one because it's stupid. The amount that moves around, and it's got 3 stages of 5k health, is stupid. At least I know with the Chaos Dragon, if you actually get the right stuff, you can do it with the stuff from the mod. The Wither Storm, I do remember that being absolutely ridiculous for some reason. But I think the Doppelganger was just so much worse, the fact they teleported around everywhere. It was painful. But that could also be due to where we did it. So, either Wither Storm or Doppelganger. One of those two, I'm never doing it. I don't want to do it again. Just no thank you. Gaia, I don't actually think Gaia is too difficult. Once you run around the storm, I don't think it's too bad, honestly, is Gaia. There's Twilight Forest, not hard, but boring to work through once you've done it a few times. Yeah, the Twilight Forest, once you've done it, you're just like, okay, well, let's just go find, let's get our structure compass, whatever it is, or explorer's compass, and let's just go quickly find these, take them out, and have the job be done. The Gaia V2 is kind of annoying, I guess. Cataclysm? I don't think there's too many in the Cataclysm. That's too bad. The the only annoying one is the one, I don't know what series it was, but there was one, whenever it did a certain move, it just kicked me all miles out of the game. So it'd do its special move, boom, you're no longer in the game. Alright, cool. I guess we'll try do this being kicked very slowly. So as long as you don't get kicked for some or other, you're fine with that. Yeah, the guy with the sword and the shield just absolutely hitting us so hard he broke our Minecraft. Yeah, that is one. Final pyramid boss. I'm not too sure what the final pyramid boss is. A guy that's been buffed with apotheosis style attributes. Well, is that recently he's been buffed in your updates or? Yeah. Back in 1.12.5 times, Ubius boss were quite hard. I hadn't really played much of 1.12.5 really, so I'm not too sure of many bosses over there. The storm, you have to sit and wait ages between stages. Yes, that is super annoying. Is having to sit there and wait. I do agree with that. That is extremely annoying. All right, I think we're good to start making this hour. The production for all of this. So let's head into Mechanism Room and we can start setting up HDP production over here somewhere. Let's go ahead and start actually crafting up the stuff. I will auto craft up tanks. I do use those quite a lot, personally. I feel like I also need... It's the Matrix from Extended AE. I think that's probably pretty good and something that I should get into. Because all these are full once again. There's a boss, I don't recall its name. Its mod name, but it has sword stuck in the back. It's really annoying from Alex's mobs, maybe? I'm not too sure. Bosses just really aren't super hard these days. It depends what they've got in them, and it depends what mods you have in the pack. Whether they're actually difficult or not. Yeah, so if you have access to, like, decent weapon, like if you have Mecha Suit, it's not hard, it's just time-consuming and annoying. Like that Doppelganger boss, it wasn't doing anything to me and Miles, it was just jumping around a whole lot. And it was just being a nuisance, really. That's all it was. It wasn't like we were taking loads of damage. It was just annoying. So that's the only thing with Minecraft bosses. So I think to counteract that, they just make it have like 100k health and do stupid stuff, which is just going to waste your time. Witherzilla, I don't think I've heard of that one. Titan's mod, it's 38 octillion HP, infinite damage, and can override your game. That sounds like it's balanced, if you ask me. I did play on a server that increased mob strength the further away from spawn you got, and stronger with the length of time you played. Ah, yeah, I have seen mods like that where the longer you play, the higher the strength of mobs are, which I guess is okay. But if you go AFK, then you're done for. I got shot by a zombie with a fully upgraded mecha armor. That I would like to see that. A zombie wearing mecha armor, that'd be stacked. Yeah, it's the Witherzilla sounds super balanced. Does that? It sounds fantastic, if you ask me. Sounds amazing. Right, don't I have steel casings automated? Let me just go ahead and automate those. No, we should be good. What's this? Steel ingot. I don't think I have steel automated. Steel? Yeah, no, let me just automate steel. And then we'll get a steel seed as well. I should have 3. I mean, I have it auto-craftable. Oh, I've just literally done it. I'm an idiot. Do I have to make the steel blend? How did I make this in the first place? Did I do it by getting a primitive smelter? I think I might have done. Yeah, it's over here. What is in it? Coal dust. Okay, let me go get some coal dust to make more of this stuff. Oh, you was in the full mecha armor and the zombie one tapping it. Okay, that makes more sense. That would be cool though, seeing a zombie in mecha suit armor. Now that is a boss that I'd like to fight. Although it would just be, again, superly annoying. Especially if it... I guess it wouldn't be too bad if you got rid of the energy in it. So I guess it's not so bad. Alright, where is my crusher? There it is. Okay, hopefully we are all back now, I think. I'm not too sure what just happened with that. Hello everyone. Hopefully we're all good. I think we are. We should be back on YouTube and Twitch. I don't know. I don't know what happened or what was last seen on this, because usually when it sorts itself out, it restarts the Twitch stream and stuff again. But it didn't this time. It just completely said no and said the stream ended. Usually it's like a little bit of a buffer, but it comes back on. I think we should be all good. We should be all back. Is everything okay still? I think everything should be fine, right? With this. So what we were doing is we were setting up the pressurized reaction chamber, and we were also setting up the HDP sheets, and I was just going through and collecting all the recipes that are going to be needed. We're all good? I seem to be all good on, I think, both of them. I do love it when that happened. Don't worry, Miles, the dog, do not get my wires, alright? I don't think. They should all be good still. Alright, so we can continue on with what we were doing in this. Hopefully it doesn't go down again. And we got another pressurized reaction chamber, and this one's going to be for the biofuel that we... Oh no, sorry, the substrates and the ethene that we need for this. What else am I going to need? I'm also going to need a condensator. I'm going to need one of these. We can go ahead and make one of those. Boop. Should I automate? I'll automate energy tablets. I usually need those quite a bit, especially with Mekanism. We'll auto-craft those up. I think they're fine. Yeah, we should be good for that. Oops. Did someone drill up your fiber line again? I think so. I don't know what it is. You know, I don't know what is actually causing it. It's actually nuts. It's kind of annoying as well. I need to get on the phone with people at Virgin and give them the Swift 1-2. I think that's what needs to happen. We also need a fluid draw for this. That's usually where the issues come in. We don't actually start voiding the excess ethene that we're getting. So, what we should be able to do with this, let me start working backwards. So we need liquid ethene inside of here and oxygen. So if I place that there, that should have the ethene, should pull straight into it. We also then need, so where's this liquid ethene made? Rotary condensator with the normal ethene, which takes the biofuel, which also makes the substrates, which also needs to go inside of this one here. Okay, so if I do that, then I just do that. I mean, this is not looking like what I thought it was. Well, this issue is messing with some mechanism gases. It is, Miles, it is. You know, I'm having to do this by myself because you're not here, okay? So, I'm going to see if I can do it cableless. We will see if it works. Probably won't. So as I was saying, Bizarre Gatekeeper of the Abyss mythical creatures mod. Oh, yes, with the black holes, yes. I was asking also if that completely swallows you up. Does the black holes and just one tap shot or not? Alright. Let's have a look. So we've got the substrates being made. And that inside the pressurized reactor chamber, which is this one, which we're going to need hydrogen and water. So I am going to need to get a sink, which I don't have. Also should auto-craft those up. They are always useful. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm out of patterns. You can get close, but you have items that need to go far, I think. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be full cableless with some stuff. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes with it all, I guess. I'm hoping that it's not too bad. But at the moment, this doesn't look like the usual setup that we do. I don't know if I'm just going crazy or what, but I'll find out when I start actually putting it together what's happening. Let's bang a sink in there. Alright, can I just straight make this sink, or is it going to ask for... Oh, do I actually not have any clay? Okay. Is there a better way to make clay? Clay balls. Okay, we'll just do the auto craft up for clay. There we go. We'll slap that in here as well, then we should be all good, I think. That should be all good. Yeah, well, I'm at least going to need a cable for this, for the sink. Right, let's have a quick look. So that makes us the water. We need an electrolytic separator as well. Probably auto-craft up these. Oh, gold dust, iron dust, osmium dust. Why is it? What? It's insane. Right, yeah, we'll set that as an auto-craft. Because we might need a few of these. Gold dust. I could just go crush normal dust. Yeah, I think we have osmium being made. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we do have a thing for it. Alright, where's the crusher? It's here. Bang all those in. Oh, there was a fairy apparently near me. That's fine. Right. Oh, it still is. No, we should be all good. Right. Boom. Electrolytic separator done. I don't know what the fairy wants. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, and it's pieced out of here. Okay. So this should get us the hydrogen. Yeah, the oxygen, hydrogen. I'm pretty sure. So where does this need to go in for all of it? We need oxygen inside of this final one. We need that like there, I think, to go inside of here as well. Then we're going to need a sink next to this. Now, can these... They can't auto-pull, can they? That's a pipe, not a cable, does not count. What if we put cables down? Now, I am going to have to use some sort of... what's it called? Why am I... I probably don't have it, but I don't know why my... mine's going blank. It's just mechanical cable, isn't it? Again, we'll go ahead. We'll just do auto crafting for all of this. Purely because we can't nicely get the water in, I don't think. Yeah, mechanical and logistical, I think, yeah, for items and thing. We'll see how far we can get. We'll do this with limited cabling. That's going to be the new quote, limited cabling that we're going to go for. That should be, yeah, crafting up everything. I don't know what's going on here with that. Something's happened with it. So we'll do... Yeah, it should be fine, I think. I was going to think about doing it on top, but I'll just leave it like that. Do I actually have a configurator? I probably don't, because I've not needed one. Config. There we go. So that should get working now. Oh, you know what? That's going to be quite annoying. So, do I lift all these up? Because I'm going to have to obviously power underneath all these or on top. But I feel like I have to also import some stuff, at least from AE2. We'll start by just powering on top, and we'll see how that kind of goes, I think. We're out of flux dust. All right, that's fantastic. Go get some... Oh, no, we can automate flux dust now, can't we? Well, automate. We don't have the stuff up here, the blaze, really, for this, which is also fantastic. But we could somewhat do it, I think. Let me go... Flux. Dust. Yeah, because we're going to need molten blaze in the system. Right, what's that? That's in our reaction chamber. And that should be also inside of here. Let's slap that there. I think I have those two automated, yes. So I just need molten blaze inside of the system. Let me get another draw. Sure, I'll automate that. We always need those. Draw. Then back in here. I just need to start sorting out this room, but it's going to be such a mess if I have to like tear all this down and go into a different room with it all. It's going to be such a pain. Did I put my tools inside the system? I think I did, didn't I? Alright, lock, link. There we go. Alright, fantastic. And then we just need molten blaze to go inside of there, which we've got 7,000 of here, which is not too bad. Can I just straight... Yeah, there we go. Bucket all that in. Now if I do... Well, I can just do point car. I should be able to click next and start crafting the stuff up, which is always nice. Then we head back into the mechanism room. Right, let's see if we can do this. Hello, Red Fox. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. What are we waiting on? It's waiting on this over here. Because it hasn't... Oh, it did go out. That's got 6 channels. You don't have any power stored in you, which is something, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's why. Let's turn off it going anywhere else. It's exported into a different area. So that should be all fine now and set up. Alright. Point. Grab this. So we are going to have cables on the top for powering these, but I'm not too bothered about that. That should be fine, I think. Hello, Ray. Welcome. How are you? I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing? Ooh, we're starting to get the 2 of these things. Okay, so inside the pressurized reaction chamber, we need what? We need oxygen inside of here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We need oxygen. Let's go ahead, and that is the light blue. It helps if I'm actually on the right side, which would be that one. We'll turn off that one for now. Okay, so yes, output light blue, auto eject on, and if we come to this side, we want that to input there. That should auto input into here. Oh no, it helps if I change it to chemicals as well. There we go. So we've got oxygen inside of this one. Absolutely fantastic. Ethylene is not set up as of yet, but we can get there. So that's that done. We then want the ethene, which is the hydrogen in a pressurized reaction chamber with water. Now that is this one, isn't it? Yeah, so I want to move this one back one here, and then we can push the hydrogen, which is the dark blue, out of the back. There we go. And that should start going into here. We want that with water as well. And then that should be all good. Let me just move this cable. Place that there. That should be fine. So that should be getting power. We just need to put some biofuel inside of here. So we are going to have to automate that, which is fine. We can do that. I plan to make a Fissile reactor in this stream on... we probably could get around to making the Fissile fuel reactor. We'll have to see. It depends how long the other stuff takes to set it all up. I need to... So I want to set up the HDP sheet production all going, and then... Yeah, we should be able to jump into the Fissile fuel stuff after that, I think. We should be all good. So yes, we probably will be setting up a reactor. So that's going to start making that. Then we want to go into a rotary condensator there. Then that wants to jump into a drawer here, and then we'll just have to pipe that round. So it is quite compact. I don't think we've done too bad of a job. It is going to slightly look ugly because I am going to have to run some cable. I can't really hide cable inside of a compact machine, which is a bit annoying. Ooh. We should now have automated Flux glass cable as well because we have the Flux crystals. That's huge. I like that. Let me just say I want 10 of these. Next. There we go. We'll do this. We'll put biomass in, even though we haven't got any. It's fine. We're going to need a crafting card as well to place inside of this. I'll slap that inside there. Do we have any accelerator cards? We do. We need to auto craft up as well. Crafting cards. Yeah, that should be fine. There we go. And we'll just try go up and over. I'm so sorry. This is going to look absolutely awful. But there we go. And then we just need to automate up the biomass. So I am going to have to set up something that's going to be crushed. Now, what is the best thing for crushing? I think it might just be like wheat or something. There's sports, they're not, no. Bread's not too bad, but you have to craft that. I want something that you don't have to really craft at all. Apples. Unless you've just changed everything, that's just a barrier. Poisonous potatoes. Normal potatoes are not too bad. I might just do that. Ah, yeah, so we got stuff like carrots. Ah, all these are not too bad. Okay, so what we want to look at is which one of these can we make the most out of with our nature essence. So you get 8 carrots, you get 8 potatoes. Both of those take 3. I think cactus might be the winner, you know? So you need 7 of that and you get 16. How much was it for the carrots? 3 for 8? No, okay. Right, we'll just do carrots. Carrots will do for this. Let me just automate out carrots first. I don't actually need to make the farm for this, which is nice. Backup seed? What do you mean, make another backup seed? Or... Because we aren't currently actually making any seeds at all. We could make another nature seed, if that's what you're saying. Was this on the last page? Where was this? I guess I'll just press usage on this. Right, there we go. And bind that in the crusher. There, then we should be good. Alright, we should be looking good now. So that should be biofuel automated. And honestly, it should be running. Let me just switch this one to only by automation. And this one in here, even though it's the worst one, to be only for player crafting, just so they're both not getting used by the stuff inside of here. Then it's probably because I don't have that on input. And now it should be auto-crafting the stuff up. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to get that. That should start making us substrates, which shouldn't go anywhere as of yet. And the ethene, which we can then go ahead for chemicals. Push that out the back. There we go. That should automatically start going inside of here, which it is doing. Should be getting turned again out of the back. We can output auto eject. Should be good, I think. Have a look. Or is it straight away just going into... Yeah, no, it's not. Let's turn that off, but again, I'm not using the right one. There we go. That's fine. That's now going into here. So we'll lock and link... we won't link it to the system because We don't have a system to link it to. So we'll just lock that. That needs then pointing into this one, but we'll do that in just a second. Because we want the substrates now going... Oh, this is where... I've done it wrong. No! So, what I need to go ahead and do... Put that there. There we go. Yeah, I had it right the first time, I think. That. I need to do something like this instead. That should still be going to there, right? Yeah. Bang that one there. Right. Then we just need to move these over to this bit here. There we go. So that should be fine now. And then we can push the substrates straight to the left now. So we can output them at this side, auto eject on. So they should, if we configure items to be inputted at the back, yeah, they should start going into there, which is fantastic. That still seems to be going into here, which still seems to be going into this one, which is fantastic. That's great. Then we need to have the water. This is the annoying bit, because I can't get water and thing into this one, can I? So I think what I might do is this is where laser nodes come into in handy. Entangled block. An entangled block would work. It would. I think laser IO is probably just easier for all of this. So I can just do one block there and one there, and that should do everything. Like that. Where's my card holder? I'm going to need some chemical cards there. Where are they? They're here. We'll set up a nice autocraft for chemical cards. And we'll make about 10 of these. That should be fine. What specs do you have on your computer, if you know? Oh, that is a good question. I think I have... but I'm not too great with PCs, I'm going to be honest. I think I have like 32 gigs of RAM. Some type of AMD processor. And graphics card, I could not tell you. I don't remember that one. To be honest, Miles might even remember my PC specs a bit better than I do. Right, is that still extracting out the back for chemicals? At least for the one I want? I think it is, right? Yeah, it seems like it's going out. Melon/pumpkin is usually the best for biofuel. Press F3 shows graphics card and thing. Holy, that's a lot of stuff. There you can see AMD Ryzen 7 series 5800X, and then an RTX 3070. Those are the specs. Yeah. Yeah, so we should be all good. Melons and pumpkins. Let's have a look for the melons and pumpkins. I didn't actually think about that. I was thinking more about farms. I didn't actually look at the blocks themselves and how difficult them to get. So let's make ones for 16 and then... You hooked me up with that bad boy? Yeah, that's all Miles is that. Hooking up with the PC specs. I assume melon's the same, right? Yeah, melon's the same for... Oh, but it takes one more. Okay. Alright, we're going to actually change that then to be pumpkins. I don't know why I'd use a card pumpkin instead. That seems trash. Wait, no, because it was like 1 for 6, wasn't it? Yeah, so let me go ahead. Just do a quick autocraft. And then usage in a crusher for biofuel. Let me bang them in there, that in there. Take this one out, slap that one in. We can still keep the recipe for carrots, I guess, if you want to. Right, that should be all good now. Slap them in there. That should make biofuel a better rate than what we were doing. I did not think... yeah, but my computer's not really too... like, the best. It's been a while since I've upgraded it. I don't think there's been much need to upgrade it. Pumpkin is better if you add a sawmill in the mix. You get both the pumpkin seeds and the carved pumpkin, which both crush into biofuel. I use moss blocks for biofuel. Oh, okay. I think just normal pumpkins seems to do the job just nicely. Seems quite easy as well, and it's better than just the carrots. So that should, I'm pretty sure, be almost everything. I just need a pusher upgrade, which I don't think I have automated. Else if I can spell it correctly. Pusher, nope. So I am going to do that, because to be fair, we always need pusher upgrades. One pumpkin becomes 14 biofuel. Oh, that's actually pretty nice, is that? One becoming 14. That's more than doubling the current production that we have. I'll do pullers whilst I'm here as well. There we go. You're all made moss so easy. How? Oh, you all made moss. Let's have a look. I haven't actually looked at the moss block recipe. Is he just like growing it, or? I guess you could use the extractor. Yeah, that's not too bad. Using it that way, I guess, as well. You get 1 for 2. Yeah, the PC seems to do its job. It's not on fire yet. Seems all good, I think. Alright, let me get a pusher. There we go. So we want to push this to the west. It does seem. Now that should be going into here, and boom! Then we can grab ourselves a draw. The only issue is we don't really have this hooked up to the system, but it's fine. We'll push out the front auto eject on. There we go. That should start going to there. We'll lock that, and then we want to start enriching this. Let's make one of these bad boys. An enrichment chamber. We'll have that... there, I think. We'll get another pusher. We'll push this to the side as well. Oh, it's a nice little loot llama over there. You'll need to upgrade if the computer stops doing the job fine or stops altogether. It looks like it's doing a fine job. Yeah. Do you have a lot of storage for your videos? Yes. I think... How much storage do I have? Yeah, I have a whole lot of storage. About 2.5 terabytes is what I have for storage. So is that being pushed into here? It is, isn't it? We want that to input. And then we also want it to auto eject out on the right. There we go. And this also needs a little bit of power, which I'm also going to automate up them. The universal cable. There we go. Let me just auto-crypt that. Biofuel, pumpkin biofuel is quite nerfed, just 6 issues, so no benefit making seeds. Ah, okay. that is some very sad times. It does seem like they have nerfed quite a few things, which, for what I was assuming was a kitchen sink skyblock when I first started, I'm surprised that it seems like a lot of stuff has been nerfed or changed. But I guess that's just what they wanted to do. I forget that I only have one thing nowadays, which is pretty sad. There we go. And the last one should be cooking up. Maybe. There it is. Alright, boom, boom, boom. Let's make it part of the club. There we go. And auto sort on. There we go. So, HDPE production is now underway, which is pretty nice. What I think I am going to go ahead and do is I'm going to make another storage, not stone controller, storage controller. And we're going to go ahead and set this up in here with some upgrades in so it can reach all of it. And this one is also going to be linked to the system from around here. We'll just put it there. Can it go there? No, we'll need to put it one forward, won't we? There. We're going to get a storage bus just so I can have everything connected to the system, even from inside of here. What, you saying clean to the setup, Miles? I don't think it's too bad. Right, everyone, rate the setup. What are we thinking? It's that... Please ignore the AE2 cable. Other than that, I think it's alright. Right? Like, it's not too many for sheet automation. I did good, Miles. Thank you. Thank you. You know? Yeah. 11 out of 10, I'll take it. There we go. That's what I like. It's looking absolutely fantastic. The integrated dynamics method of getting vast amounts of water into a reactor or the matter condenser has been nerfed, but there is an infinite pipes upgrade in the shop that is ridiculously fast. Wait, they've actually... How they nerfed it? Have they actually just like limited the amount you can put in? Do they just want people to blow up the reactors? Is that what they're going for? That's kind of insane that they've nerfed it. I'm not too much of a fan of that. It's just slow. Bit strange. Right, there we go. They should be all hooked up to the system now as well, which is good. Alright, throw all these in here. I normally use the builder and the mechanism pipes. Is that for putting in your water? You usually use that stuff? Alright, so I guess what we can start doing now is the big boy stuff. So, Fissile fuel. That's what we're going to start doing now. So, we are going to... How do I want to do this? Because we have to do some of the stuff outside. I cannot do it in here just purely because the solar neutron activator won't work inside of a compact machine. At least I think it does. So I am going to have to do this out in the real world, at least for the solar neutron activator. So out here. Can I move? Now this is going to be a real dangerous thing. I don't know if anyone's actually done it. The nuclear waste with laser nodes. Or do I just do it all outside, save myself the risk of having stuff go very much wrong? The need for Sky might be switched off in this pack. Has anyone tested that? The science do it. Might just want me to blow up my base. Has anyone tested the solar neutron activator inside of a compact machine? No, will it tell me? No, no one's tested it yet. Can I even make one of these? Solar neutron activator. I know I have the sheets. We're missing some bronze, but other than that, we should be good. Do it? Okay. Miles, we'll have a look. I'll see if I can... I'll make it. If this could do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it, chat. We'll do it. I need some bronze. I think you can, but it's not good. Mine should just be the same, right? Just do it. Miles, I'm doing it. Like Nike said. Just do it. I know that's going to trigger Miles, be saying it like that. So that's the whole reason why I did. Right. Copper and tin. Miles, I'm sorry. Just a straight up nope. My bad. My apologies. Right, hopefully these just do it together. Turn off day-night cycles and set it to always day. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Well, to be fair, I physically can't do that. I don't have things enabled. Yeah, it seems to be making bronze. Should we just make a bronze seed? Although, I'm assuming the bronze seed only does raw bronze. If you get... Wait, can I even make the seed? How much stuff have they disabled in this pack? Because you can't make a bronze seed. You can make a bronze bee, which we might need to do. That's kind of annoying. You ask me. No, just don't do it. I mean, we've got conflicting opinions here. Twitch chat wants me to do it. YouTube says no. I think that just says everything about the difference in Twitch chat compared to YouTube chat. Twitch chat just wants to see the world burn. That's what it is. Alright, where is it? Mechanism. So, if I place this down... Right, that's good. Okay, it doesn't have an indicator. Is there anything I can just put inside of here? Right, wait. Some people should know this. Does the quantum entangle portal from Mechanism transfer nuclear waste cross-dimensional? Twitch chat is crazy. Twitch chat is crazy. YouTube chat is sensible. Yeah, it is. Which chat is better? Miles, decline to answer. That one. They're both as good as each other. Yes, it does. Okay, that's fine. Right, so because we are doing the compact machine, we will stick to a compact machine. We'll build everything inside of here. I don't know if I should do the reactor in it. I might do the reactor inside of a different compact machine, not inside of this one, but I will make the nuclear waste inside of this one. And then I'll transfer that into a different dimension, transfer that into maybe a different dimension from there. We'll see how it goes with it all. But we'll start making the fissile fuel inside of here, which is going to be very fun to do so. But before we do that, we are going to go for a quick break. And when we get back, we will start setting up the fissile fuel and our reactor. So, don't go anywhere. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully we're all ready for some Reactor game. Hopefully it doesn't blow up and go absolutely crazy. Why don't you Russian nesting doll it all the way down, so if it goes wrong it'll be like making a massive nuke. Or a mega nuke. Thanks, Miles. You know what? We will do. We'll put compact machine inside of a compact machine. Honestly, what could go wrong with all of that? Oh, here's where our nitro reactor is, isn't it? Inside of here. Yeah, kaboom! Inside of there. Hey, but no. You know what? It's not going to blow up. It's just not going to happen. So, we're going to start making the Fissile fuel. And, of course, a wise man once said, you start by working backwards, you know? That's the best way to do it. If this one's actually craft up, that should be good. It's going to blow. It's not going to blow. It's not going to blow. I've been working on my reactor game. I think it's pretty clean. Is this gonna go supernova? We'll be fine. Look. We'll be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. Just don't worry about it. All right? You know what? I really want another reactor. You can buy them, can't you? Quite expensive though. Be fine. Alright, what do we need? We want the chemical infuser for this. Let's make 2 of those, and then let's make that. So it should be fine. Chemical infuser done. So that can go right behind this, like that. So the issue comes in, the bottleneck, is with the uranium oxide. That's always where the bottleneck is with this. So we probably are going to need quite a few of these. I'm going to just start off with 1, but we probably will need quite a few of them in the future for all of this. Let me go ahead, just make 1 of them for now. I do need a personal chest, which is interesting. So we'll go ahead, craft 1 of those up as well. Now we should be good. I probably will auto-craft up chemical oxidizers in the future. So I'm going to leave a 1 block space, purely because there's probably going to be a whole stack of these going up, which is going to be nice. So that's going to make that stuff. Uranium oxide. To make yellow cake, we need an enrichment chamber. We'll go ahead, we'll make 1 of these. Why is my thing's not stuck to the top as well? Terminal settings, pin autocrafts to first row. There we go. So hopefully that's the pin stuff when it's done. That would be nice. Where is it now? This one. There we go. We might need more processing than what we've currently got. I am going to need... I don't know how fast these actually pull out, and it's also going to have to go to multiple. So again, this one's going to go here. That should be fine. We will get some... we'll do the tier installs later on. To be fair, I probably need to speed upgrade all of this, don't I? I'm not too sure if I have the power, and it's slowly doing its job. We don't need them as of yet. We'll leave that doing its thing. What's next? I am going to have to process this, I think, for the yellow cake, because they didn't want to make uranium nice. There is also just uranium shards, which is not too bad. I just need the uranium budding. Now, do I actually have uranium? No, is the answer. So, how do we get our first bits of uranium? That's the next bit. So, it's generating resources. Is it in here, or is it first materials? It's this one. I'll generate the resource to make the budding. Okay. Wait, do I have it? Ooh, wait. Power. Up here, as you see, there's a giant mess of stuff. And we do have some uranium in there. Oh, we also have a bunch of sulfur, which is nice. Alright. Let me empty out my inventory. It's kind of nuts. There we go. Can I make any stack upgrades for this? 1 million steps later and 10 hours later. It shouldn't take us 10 hours, hopefully. We should be able to get this going pretty quick, I think. Alright, let's do that. Make these. Ah, I must have did I already have some stack upgrades? I already have some stack upgrades. What am I doing with myself? Right, there we go. That's a lot cleaner now. Right, let's grab those out and let's go make a budding for this. That looks like lag waiting to happen. It's fine. We sorted it. Don't worry about it. The lag's been taken care of. How much does it need? 8, 10, which is what? Quite a few of these. Not too many though. Alright. Do we have any buddings? Nope, we don't. Even though they're called void crystals. Do we have any of those? And we do. Put the rest into there. Once we get this set up, we can then start making the seed for all of this. Yeah, that's plenty of the stuff. Boop. So this should start making the crystals pretty quick. I think, which is not too bad. I am going to have to set up probably a smeltery next to my enrichment chamber for all of this, just for extra processing of it. Right. Go slap this inside of resource gen, and then that can just go. The one that has multiple spare, there isn't, so that's just going to go here, I think. Do we have any more? Nope, we don't have any more growth accelerators, so let's go ahead and make one of those. Growth accelerator. There you go. I have just... I think this French works, doesn't it? Yeah. Although I don't think you actually need to do that. There we go, that should be fine. And I do need to go ahead and add uranium. It's this type of uranium. There we go. That should start harvesting it and sending it elsewhere. Now, am I sending everything into here or not? Or is it just still being used for things? I think I have the power now, don't I, for this? Let's get a point. And we're going to run everything through here. Let's take that off. And it should start running everything through this. Yeah, it's starting to pin the stuff at the top now, which is nice. Do you also leave your computer running when you work or sleep? I don't leave it on while I sleep. Because we upload our videos to a drive, I leave it on for that, but I put a command in so it sleeps like after a certain amount of time, usually when the uploads are done. That should be working, no? Out here, extract on channel 1. Oh, it's because I took the extract out of here, isn't it? It's insert on channel 1 here. Extract on channel 1 here. You know, that should be working. They're doing their thing. Extract channel 2 there. How's this going over here? That's why. It's because it has a filter in it. Right. There we go. It should be good. Oh, you leave your... Okay, you leave your computer on for 8 hours to run Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, we... For our series on YouTube, we have a server. So obviously we don't actually host the server ourselves. So we don't... They just constantly run, so we don't have to have our computer on or anything for that. Which is pretty nice. For a world like this, though, I probably just don't have it running at all. Alright, so that should start running through everything now. Probably will start running through my power as well. I guess we'll see. Maybe change that with the mechanism. That is probably true. Which one's better? I mean, okay, no, I know what the answer is, because you can 32... times, I don't know why I typed his mechanism, you can put 32 speed upgrades inside of this, which is absolutely ridiculous. Apparently just absolutely rinses your power. You just like 200 million FE per tick if you do it like that, which is insane. Hello. Alright, let's get some tier installers on here then. I've got way too much garbage inside my inventory again. Alright, first tier installer done. There we go. And then we'll put some speed and energy in. Hopefully that goes a little bit faster than the other one and can start getting through this backlog. Because we haven't actually got through the backlog as of yet with all of this. I don't think. There we go. That should be all good now. I just need to obviously auto eject on and have that be an output side. I don't think I actually need auto eject on, but it's fine. It's on there now. Do I have speed and energy upgrades automated? I don't think I do, do I? No, we don't. Let's go ahead and do that. Pop that in there, that in there. Then we could do that. Or I'll put 16 energy upgrades in there, why not? That seems to be going probably a lot faster now. I would like it if it did uranium first. Yeah, it seems to be doing much better, which is nice. Hopefully it's not draining the power. I guess we'll see. LOL roll. Are we doing good today? Alright, let's take this out here. This doesn't need to be in here. Alright, but that's one step for the uranium, which is pretty nice. The uranium is actually going to be stuck up here, isn't it? In both of these. Let me just go make a draw for this. In this room. So in the back rooms with Dan right now. Is that the mod pack you linked? If so, how's it going? I haven't actually looked at it just yet. But well, I'll check the Curse Forge for it, but I haven't downloaded it. Maybe put max energy upgrades. So max energy upgrades would be 32 of them. Same with speed. I can't put. If I put any more than 8 in, at least of speed, it just I think drains the power. Absolutely rinses it. Like this is already gone. This is holding strong, so that's fine. But yeah, it does absolutely rinse it if we start putting max of them in. Pretty interesting. Okay, I might have to download it and give it a quick look. I want resource changer now. How are these doing? Seem to be doing fine. Is there a reason you're not grabbing any more though? Ah, that's why. There we go. 32 energy upgrades and 16 speed upgrades might work, you think? I think that'll actually go nuts, will it not? Like, I don't know if my power can handle it. I mean, I could try it if we want. We'll go ahead, we'll make the energy and we'll make the speed upgrades. We'll see how fast we can drain power, I guess. Yep. Thank you for the hydrate, L-roll. Alright, we'll make another 8 speed upgrades. This is going to drain the power. I can already tell it's going to go nuts. Alright. There we go. So this is 6,000 FE per tick. We head back into A2 room. Yeah, okay, that's all gone. That's all gone. Right, fantastic. We'll start siphoning power from this, I guess. Plug. Quickly make a plug before everything turns off. We just need to hook this up to the main system as well. The good news is I think the... No, I don't actually know if there's any good news, honestly, for it. For energy upgrades? Yeah, we've got the... There's got 32 energy upgrades in there. I'll put those in first. This crafting... Oh, does this not have acceleration cards in? No, it doesn't. They're in my inventory. That's probably why it's going super slow. Right. Who's ready for this to be absolutely drained as well? There we go. And I said it just absolutely rinsed the power. I mean, it's going pretty fast, you know. We're getting through the backlog, but yeah, it has the 32 energy in, and it has 60 speed, which is kind of nuts. So this can hold 360 million FE. The upgrade. I change this. Is that what you mean? I don't think I can really change this to 1.E4x. If someone knows what that is, it's the effect of that. And this one's doing 100x with all that power. So this is just straight up taking all the power, 20,000 FE per tick. I mean, it's getting through the backlog of all this stuff, but I don't think we have much power for anything else, which is nice. I guess we can leave it for now. The system still seems to work, I guess. So whilst we wait for that, I'll go ahead and make my uranium seed. Now I've got the stuff. So let's do that. It's the raw stuff that he wants to make, isn't it? There we go. And we want to make the uranium seed. So let's get some Imperium. We want 4 of that. There we go. And then we want a nice seed. Then we should be good. There we go. I may need to get a few of these, so I might plant this on some different farmland first to get multiple of these seeds. I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Just wait, yeah, I'll wait till it gets through the backlog. That's why I've kind of just left it going and doing its thing. Right. Let's get some dirt and then we should be good. Lower the priority on the smelter flux plug. The rest of the system gets power first. That's also true. We can do that. But it seems to be working fine. I will go ahead and do it. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I went into the wrong room. Where is this one, isn't it? I keep forgetting which rooms I'm actually going into. Yeah, it seems fine. Priority. I'm assuming this works with the lower numbers, so that should get a lower priority. And everything else should still be fine. The backlog is slowly going. Actually, at such a rapid rate. It's insane. Is that? Yeah, I was in the middle of actually doing this farmland stuff, wasn't I? Right. Let's remove this out of the way. Let's get a hoe. I don't know, do we have any Supremium? We do. Although you don't need Supremium for all this. Now, the only issue with trying to make this is I feel like my Inferium, yeah, as soon as I make it, it's just going to get eaten. I'm hoping that these drop seeds. Maybe. What's this? Fertilized essence. We'll just get a few stacks of this. Like, there's no way they've changed this, right? Although it's not saying that I have another chance to get the seed. Have they changed that? That you can't get seeds from any of the drops? So I'm not seeing it saying it anywhere. If so, I might just need to handcraft a lot of these seeds. What's in here? Ah, get that out of there. That's kind of annoying if they'd done something like that. Let me go set a drawer up for this. Inside of... There we go. That should be perfect. How are we looking? Right. Slowly getting through. What's happened? We don't have a thing for nickel, it seems. Out of all this... Wait, do I seriously not have a thing for nickel? Or... is it for issues with the nickel? Oh, no, there we go. That seems fine now. I think. With it all. By the way, your voice like 3 seconds off. Is there some issues with... I'm hoping... stays fine. Just let me know if it's... Give me 1 second. Alright, is that any better? Or is there still issues? And is it still alright on the Twitch side of things? Alright. Hopefully that's made these upgrades. Oh, okay, so if you refresh the stream and that should be fine. If you're having issues with it. You should be all good. Is it alright on Twitch as well? Let's just do that because that's probably stopping everything. I think we should be all good. Yeah, so this is all working again now, I think. Yeah, that's going rapid. To be fair, it seems like the power's actually gone up somehow with all of this stuff. Which is kind of insane. Right. What were we doing before? I was making more seeds, wasn't I? Before I got sidetracked. I get these. Let's get some Imperium. We'll do... I don't know, I'll just get 40 of it. Why not? Not actually that much, is it? So this should make us about 10 seeds. I think. Not about. Okay, it will make us 10 seeds. Let's bang that in there. That in there. They should auto start spreading out prosperity seeds. We have just enough. Start putting them in the middle. We will use our temporal pouch. So hopefully this goes a little bit quicker with that. There we go. A little off sync. It's like someone dubbed the voice. I mean, it says the stream's alright. There's excellent connection. I'm not too sure what the issue is with it. It seems like it's all good on Twitch as well. I'm not too sure what it is. Alright, let's go start planting these down as well over here. Do we think 11 seeds is going to be enough for this? Might be me, might be. If you've tried refreshing your stream, if you've done that, I'm not really too sure what the issue might be after that. Alright, there we go. Oop. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and plant all these down. Right, 11 seeds. Is that enough? Or do you think we need more? Because, to be fair, it's going... it's meh. At the moment. I feel like I need more lily... Ooh, can I actually make more of the lily pads? To finish this off. Make a few more. Depends how much you're doing on the reactor, like 10 seconds or 200 seconds. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I want quite a fast reactor, you know? You know the sayings around here, go big or go home. That's what we want. This might be enough for the lily pads to get them to finish this whole thing, I think. So we'll see. That seems fine. Resource generation seems to be getting through everything just fine. Power's actually going up. It does seem, which is also nice. Kind of crazy to think they're actually doing that. Okay, so I think with most things set up now, I can head back into... Not in there. Where is it? Mechanism. If we need to upgrade it more, we can do. We can keep going with our thing. So, we are going to have to process this raw uranium. Now, we can smelt it for a 1-for-1, but is there a way we can get 2-for-1 using Mechanism? We can get 3-for-4 if we enrich it again. We can do some... I'm not doing the chemical enrichment. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. Can I crush it, potentially? Purification with oxygen gets you 2, which is not too bad, I guess. Can I have more layers of lilies? I think it's 4 layers above and below are in range. I mean, we could have more above. I'm not opposed to doing that. Below, well, it's a flaw that we can't destroy. You know what? I'll just do double enrich it. That seems fine to me. I think. Let's do enrichment chambers. I probably need... you know what? I'm just going to autocraft it. Why not? Do I have space for it? I don't have space for it. We need to definitely upgrade the stuff in here. I'm surprised these are actually still online, honestly. Where is it? Mechanism. Enrichment chamber. Next, start. That should be pretty good. Good that. There we go. So, over here. Do I want it just to straight put in? Yeah, we'll do. That should be fine. Just to go from there to there. So that will process our uranium for us, which will go into here, which will make our uranium oxide. So that's kind of that one done. It's the acid, which is a bit more of an issue. So this uses fluorite. Now, the fun part is, okay, yes, they've still got the fluorite seed, which is wonderful. Is this... Wait, did they make this a lot easier? Oh no, so it's the sulfuric acid, which is a bit of a pain, isn't it? So I need a chemical dissolution chamber. Let's go ahead and make one of those. And I don't have refined obsidian, which is always fun. Let's go ahead and just start crafting up all this stuff. Okay, that seems to take forever in these. There we go. How come I'm not making refined obsidian nowadays? Because you need an osmium compressor. Right, I guess we'll make one of those then. Nice osmium compressor for all this. There we go. And we'll slap this over here. We'll just get 5 of these. And then we'll just auto-craft it. So we'll have top B, input, output, auto-eject on. Then we oh no, wait. Might have been a bit of a mistake saying we'll auto-craft it. Because you also need osmium inside of here, which is kind of annoying. I guess we can auto-craft it if we do the other method. If we just grab a chest. We'll get a chest and we'll get a laser node. Thank you for the hydrate L roll. The A2 assembly matrix is well worth building. There's a quest that tells you the blocks that is needed for a max out 7x7x7. Yeah, we definitely do need to make that. I made it in all the mods 10, and it was absolutely insane. Was that? Did I actually make any of these? Make 10. Alright, we'll do that, and then we'll put that on there. And then if we probably want to then make the what's the other one? Is it quantum computer? I think it is from Advanced AE. We want to make that afterwards because that's also absolutely insane. I don't want you to get thirsty. Thank you. I don't want to get thirsty either. Oh yeah, it's because they've upped the channels, haven't they, to 128 inside of this. That's hard to make. Need quantum processors. To be fair, I think we might be able to maybe do it. I mean, we won't do it yet because that'll sidetrack me immensely. But we'll just stay with what we're doing at the moment. Let's put that inside of there. We'll do channel 1, insert. There we go. Channel 1. Wait, we won't put the filter actually on the... do we put... Yeah, we'll put the filter on the extract. So, for this, what we're wanting, we want refined obsidian, and we also want osmium. We're just going to use normal osmium blocks. So we'll have this do the refined obsidian, which I think we can make and are making. So that's fine. And then we'll have the next one on channel 2, extract. We'll do the same thing. Boom. And this one will be osmium. So this wants to go... No, we don't want to pull out. We want to insert on channel 2, and we want this to be on the down, which should be this one, I think. I think I needed 8,000 logic processor for it too. I think we can make that. By the way, Miles tells us it's your birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday today. It is. My last one was a couple of days ago, and it's just gone round again. I'm surprised Miles hasn't sent a birthday message yet today. I'm kind of hurt that he hasn't done that. Alright, let's see. Can we make this now? Over here, refined obsidian. Oh, I need to calculate this data. So one of those makes... Oh, 200. So it's 1 for 1. Okay. Osmium. One of those. Right, place your bets now. Is this going to work? A refined obsidian. Start. That seems to have gone in. Seems to be working. I'm liking it. I can't make any speed upgrades because the thing is already in use. I thought the king was greedy with 2 birthdays a year. Nah, he hasn't bet me with the amount I have. Are you going big or going home with the reactor? I'm going big. We're going max size reactor. That's what we're going for. You know, we can't be we want to be making the antimatter pellets at the end at a probably garbage rate still. It's always trash the rate we're going at. But if they actually have turned off, I don't know if it actually happens the day-night cycle inside of Compact Machine, but if I can just use the... Oh. I love it when your Minecraft just crashes. So that is always fun, I guess, when that happens. I just got to... I'm not really too sure what happened there. Alright, hopefully we should be loading up again. I don't know why that just did that. That's why I love this pack. That's why I stopped playing this pack. Why, does this happen a lot, Dan? It just straight up crashes? I heard that I wanted to make a max size reactor and was like, nah, hell no. Let's get him out of here for that one. Let's get him away from that. So I don't even think I was doing anything weird, right? I went to go look inside of a machine and it was just... Nope, let's straight crash. Yeah, my server kept crashing for 0 reasons. Okay. I mean, if it continues, like, obviously we've just done it the once, which I'm fine with if it happens just once. But if it does keep continuing, that's going to be a massive pain. Max size is max boom. Not when you've got my control. You know? We'll be stacked. It must have boomed so hard it crashed your past self. Maybe. Maybe it knows how I blew up my reactor and it's still it rippled into the past. I'd set my RAM to 16 gigabytes. I never go over 10, but this pack, the server needs tons of memory. I wonder why. I mean, all the mods 10 seems a bit weird. Seems fine. See, at the moment we're just on the chat lobby stream. I'll turn over once it's actually loaded in. My server crashes intermittently. Thread messages in the log. I mean, if it does become just a recurring thing, then we might need to, well, sadly just stop playing if it just becomes a constant issue. But at the moment, I think if it's just once and it's got it out of its system, then I'm fine. Okay. Hopefully, I don't know how far it's taken us back. I think we're fine. Let me do. Did it make my refined? Okay, made my refined obsidian. That's fine. Okay, I think we're okay. We'll get some speed upgrades. We'll get some energy upgrades going too. Do these have speed and energy in? They do, don't they? Do Minecraft too much RAM can collect junk? I don't know how much I have on it. I don't think I have 16 gigabytes dedicated to it. I think it might be 10, 12 maybe at max that I have. I don't think it's too bad, especially for some of the bigger packs we play. It's necessary. I can tier install this car, even though I don't need to. I can go ahead and do it anyway. Right, so we should be able to now go ahead and craft this chemical dissolution chamber. That's what we were up to. That's what we wanted to do. I definitely need more CPUs, I think. My one CPU that I've got is not cutting it, honestly. You know what, I'm changing this back to request for everyone. Oh wait, was that just up to... Yeah, play around automation. The other one can just purely be for me. Right, there we go. And then we can start actually crafting multiple things up at a time, I think, for this. For a reason he doesn't want to... We stuck on 2 crafts? Hello? Auto eject. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, I know what's happened. I forgot to finish setting this up, didn't I? So, on there, let me go ahead, extract this. I mean, it doesn't need to actually be filtered, does it? Let me get item cards. Of course, we have 50 of these. We have a whole bunch of them. Let's take all these out. Let me get rid of this. We'll put it on channel 3. Get rid of the filter. And we will insert on channel 3. There we go. So that should start taking these out, which it is doing. Fantastic. We'll put some things in there so it's rapidly. And then we'll just have this, not export, but import back into the system. Now, I did start making something else. 2 sets of this. We'll just cancel the first lot. Import. That. There we go. Do I have... I don't have any fluids. I'll start crafting up 50 of that. And then we do also want to filter this to be refined obsidian so it doesn't start taking everything else out. There we go. And that should be the auto crafting complete now, I think, for that. There you go. Wonderful. Finally. We finally managed to get it. That's good. By the way, if you're going big with the reactor, you're going to have to also go big on either like the boilers, like 40 turbines, or just 20 turbines. Yeah, we can go big on the turbines. If we do turbine power, we can go big on that as well to use all the steam up from it. Right, so this was for the hydrofluoric acid. That's what this was for. And that needs to go at this side. I think I should actually be fine to just do that. This usually isn't the issue, this side of things, which is nice. So for the hydrofluoric acid, we're also going to need sulfuric acid. For sulfuric acid, we're going to need to go ahead and make sulfur trioxide and water vapors. So we're going to need another chemical infuser for all of this, which should be fine, I think. We shouldn't have any issues with that. Chemical infuser. Boop. There we go. That can also go... No, I like it facing that way. There we go. So chemical infuser, done. So then we will start with, I don't know, water vapors, kind of easy. So we'll get a rotary condensator. I feel like I'm getting good at saying that. You know? Before, usually we're terrible at saying it. Minecraft all... Why do I keep clicking the same thing? There we go. That should be all good, I think. And of course it's made a garbage fluid tank. I hate when it uses ones from that have stuff in. It's so annoying. So we'll have that going at this side, and then you just need to pipe in some water so we can get ourselves another sink on the go. And then we should be all good for that. So we'll put that there. And the sink there. And that should be ready, I think. You speak some Miles isn't there? Words are flowing. Yeah, words are flowing great when Miles isn't here. Yeah, so we need power for all that, but it seems like it's going in the right place, which is nice. And the other side is the sulfur trioxide, which needs sulfur dioxide and oxygen in another chemical infuser. You need so many chemical infusers for this. It's actually nuts. Let's go ahead, get another one of those. We'll face that way. So, oxygen's fine. Sulfur dioxide, we're going to need actual sulfur. Please say the seed. We're going to have to go make that. Excuse me? Can the loot llama just go away? We're not interested in any of his loot right now. We're busy cooking up a storm with all of this stuff. So oxygen is just another electrolytic separator. Aimsick, thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. Alright, let's get another one of these on the go. Which one is it? Do I actually have it at the side? I don't. That's fine. Alright, electrolytic separator. That can go there, I guess. We'll do that. Not too illegal. So we want to be... Which one do we want? We want the oxygen, don't we? So we want this to be outputting that. We want to be dumping excess of the hydrogen. So I am going to need... Do I have a gauge dropper? I would assume I don't, right? There we go. That should be fine, I think. It should actually start sending the stuff out once we get the power. We don't want to be dumping, we want to be idle on this side. So that should be fine for the oxygen. And then obviously we want the sulfur dioxide, which is a chemical oxidizer, which should be fine. Right. We're looking good. And then we just need to go ahead and start powering all of this and making sure things are going in the right places. That can go at that side. Right, that should be everything, I think. With all of this, we should be all ready to cook. Let's go ahead and grab a point, please, so I can make them. I can. I have a little bit of universal cable, but I'll probably need a whole lot more. Everything in a second is just going to start going nuts. I don't know why I said I want 5. That's such a random number when they're making 8s. But sure. We'll just slap the point on this. I don't know why that one went there either. This is why I hate Mekanism. What? Because of all these machines that you've got to go around and figure out. It is pretty fun. Is doing this. So oxygen is going in the right place. Hydrogen shouldn't be going anywhere. We need sulfur, which we have some of. I'm just going to place one in here just so I can see that it's actually doing what it needs to do, which it should be. Yeah, that's done that. That's gone inside of here. That's made sulfur trioxide. Now, that needs to be pushed out at the back. So let's go to chemicals, back. We want two inputs. The front is output. We can just change that to be off. Back can be output. Auto eject is on. That should be going straight into here, which is then making us the sulfuric acid. Again, this needs to be turned off at the front, pushed out at the back. Now, that sulfur trioxide, if it's accepted into this one, the thing, which needs to change to chemicals, input, that should be going to there, sulfuric acid. And then from that, we need to go ahead, get fluorite. Now, I should have fluorite somewhere. If we go have a look, let me go to... Where is it? It's just in this one. Up here, we should have fluorite. I'm hoping. We have fluorite dust. Can I turn this into... Yeah, you just smell it. Fine. Let's go back into Mekanism and get this all smelted up. It is just going to go back into the system, but that's fine. We'll see if we can just catch a piece. There we go. So let's slap the fluorite inside of this one. So, and that should get making the next stuff that we need, I think. Come on, you can do that. Stick, come on, you've got it. Let me put some more sulfuric acid, sulfuric dust in this. No fun, just it's annoying. I mean, it's kind of annoying to get it all set up, but it's a little bit fun once you've got it all done. I built my reactor in the mine dimension all the time because it scares me. Yeah, it's quite scary if it blows up. May have happened a few times to us. No? Maybe not. So that should be looking pretty good. So we've got our hydrofluoric acid. So we take a look at the uranium hexafluoride. We need just to pipe this out at the side. Although we don't want it to be items, we just want it to be chemicals. So output at the left-hand side. Auto eject is on. That should be inside of here now. Then we want... what's the cable? Is it Mekanism? I always forget which one it is. Is it pressurized? I think it's pressurized, right, isn't it? Kianos, hello, welcome. But with 32 speed upgrades, it might be fine. To be fair, you might have a point. With this, the chemical oxidizer, I might just be able to, instead of having like 10 of these, I might just be able to have one of them and speed upgrade it. What we're doing. That is what we are going to do. Let me face it the other way. Is it easy to make bigger compact machines in FTB Skies 2 than you're currently in Scenes Massive. It is, yeah, I guess it's not too difficult to make them. You just need a nether star for this one. If I do art compact machine. Once you get like a mob farm up and running, it's very easy. Like, to make mine, this was the recipe. So the atomic shrinking module, very easy. Enlarging is also very easy. Compact wall is just deep slate, and then you just need a nether star in the middle. So if you've got a replication setup done, and you put a nether star in there, and you could just print nether stars, it's very easy to make these. Once you actually get going, you're fine with all of this. So I do need some power to all of these. Let me just go ahead and do that. There we go. So that's looking good as well. And I think we just need the uranium inside of here now, don't we? So let me get some uranium. We want to enrich the uranium first. Obviously, I don't want to do all of it. Yeah, it is extremely easy to make. They didn't make it difficult at all. But that's good, at least. Right, we'll have that auto output. The right-hand side, that's going inside of here. This should then make us, yeah, the uranium oxide, which is making the uranium hexafluoride, which will finally go into the isotopic centrifuge. So if I then have this pushed out, not there, but here, there we go. We have fissile fuel being produced. There we go. We've finally done it. There is, however, a few things that we do need to go ahead and do because it's not actually all set up. So we need the raw uranium being put in over here. So let me just get some exports on the go. Let's make, I don't know, 10 of these. That should be fine. So, raw uranium needs to go in there for the setup. We then need to get, I think it was sulfur in there for this. I'm pretty sure. Was it? Yeah, for the sulfur dioxide. Yeah, we need sulfur dust, so we're going to need to make the seed for that. Then we're going to need fluorite to go into, I do believe, this dissolution chamber here for this. Yeah, so we're going to need fluorite to go into, yeah, where is, oh, they're inside the system, that's why. Export buses, you're having a bit of trouble over here? What's happening? Why is there coal dust inside of that? That's just the strangest place to ever put coal dust. And you, for some reason, just decided not to craft up your recipe today, I guess? Printed silicone. Printed... Am I going insane? Is the either recipe wrong or am I just going nuts? Crystal assembler. Processors. Crystal assembler. One of each. It's nice. Right. Okay. What I think it is then is this. I think you need 9 of each inside of these. If I'm not mistaken. Alright. So we'll go ahead and redstone. We'll get some redstone as well. Yeah, so you need... Do you need 9 of each? What's the actual recipe for it? Or is it 4 of each? It'll be 4 of each make... Okay, yeah. I know. Let me take all these out and redo them. So 4 of those, 4 of those. 4. There we go. At least it's quite easy to change recipes. That's nice. The audio is bugging out a bit. If the audio is having some issues, refresh the stream. That should hopefully fix it. Is there any issue? I think is there any issues on Twitch? Alright, that should be fine now, I think. Alright, go ahead, throw all that back in. It's made what we wanted to. Reactor chamber / crystal assembler. Not working the JI recipes. Okay. Pin message on the FTB Discord. Okay, that's fine. The new A2 textures are amazing, especially if you have the blacked out texture pack. I think I have seen the blacked out texture pack, and it does. I do like the new A2. You don't see any issues on either? Okay. Thank you, Miles. First time I ever caught you live, and it appears Miles isn't here. Miles is not here. He's in the Twitch chat. If you would like to talk to Miles as well, but he is sadly busy. He's a busy bee. Is Miles. Alright. So let's go ahead, start doing this. So we need, what is it? I updated to 1. Yes, I think I am. Whatever the newest update is, yeah, 1.4.1. Miles loves to lurk in chat, he does. He loves to lurk in the chat. We're going to need sulfur, we're going to need fluorite, and we're going to need uranium. So we'll put sulfur inside of this one. We'll put fluorite inside of this one. And then we'll put the uranium, oh, it's the raw uranium, sorry, inside of that one. And that should be all good, I think. Then we're going to need a bunch of crafting cards. I'll just make 10. I don't actually need 10. I'll make 10. I'll have everything back in the system. Did this make all the crafting cards? It did. And then we'll get a whole bunch of acceleration cards. We'll make, I don't know, a stack of those. It's called A2 Blackout. Okay, well, we'll have a look at it later on. But I think I have seen it before, and it does look quite cool. Alright, that should be fine. So, I think it should only input one, right? Yeah, there you go. So put crafting card, and crafting card, because all of these are going to use seeds for this. And then we're going to have to run some more real ugly cable. We can't hide it very well. And then we should be all good, I think. Let's go ahead, do that. I don't know, is there any way to have this look nice? Or not? Do you know, with like all the cables sprawling around? Set the first 4 to int. What do you mean? Oh, you know about the Master Stone? We're all good for the Master Stone stuff. If you are way back in the Twitch stream, we set up the stuff, the essence, a long time ago. You could use ender gates. Oh wait, is that wait, is that what I wait? That's not what I think is it? Because I think I can actually use. I know what I can use. At apply, because I did it in another stream, but we was cross-dimension. It didn't work too well. But does anyone know what the name of the wireless AE2 things are? They're just one. It's just one block, and it should work. Wait, 128 channels in those dense cables. Yeah, I think the update in FTB Skies 2 to 128. Thank you for the hydrate, Elroll. Might be able to, but it works. Don't change something if it doesn't have any problems with it. That's my mentality. That is very true. But we can do this wirelessly. I just forgot what the block is called that is needed for it. I did make it. Is it? It's not that. I think it does use that though. Wireless connector. There you go. And then a wireless kit. So if you make these, although they do make in twos, I think the other one's just over here, right? I never moved it. There we go. So what I can technically do with these, I'm pretty sure, is do this and place one over here. So it's something like that. I mean, the kit is not too far away. Why are you... Setting cleared. Connected. That should be all good. Yeah, if you look inside of here now, we're starting to get sulfur dust. Obviously, I actually need some of that to make the seeds. But there we go. Wireless connector, that's the one. We'll go ahead, we'll auto-craft this up, I think. I think it will be quite useful to make. We're going to have to auto-craft up a whole lot of stuff, aren't we, for this? That seems fine. So what's this? That's a craft. That's a craft. That's in something else. This just seems like a craft. Intro crystals. That's a 1 for 4 or... Oh no, the recipe's broke. Is it 4 in all of these? I'd assume it is, right? Does anyone know what the exact craft is for this? Or is it 16 of each makes 64? I remember it was something like that. I just don't precisely remember, especially if it's broken. And go ahead, just throw... You think you get 64 for 1? I mean, I could go ahead and try it, but that seems a bit insane. Remember that was in All the Mods 10? I was in Assemble. There you go. Okay. I mean, we'll do it. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. We have water hooked up to the system, so it's fine. Right. What are they called? Intro. Let's say... Oh, we want one. I'll make it 64s. Yeah, no, that's not the rest. I think it's 16. I think that's what it is. We'll make an intro seed as well. That'll make life a little bit easier. I'm not 100% sure. But I would like to think I remember it's been 16. We'll obviously find out in just a second if it was or not. So we'll put that in there. Gold, we'll get 16 of that. I know you definitely get more when you're doing it. Alright, there we go. That should be fine. So if I do that. Definitely not 16. Oh, is it? No. Okay. Next one. Is it 32? It might be 32. Yeah, it should be 32. Yeah. Right. Let's try 32 inside of here. We'll just get stack of that out. Stack of that out. Okay. So inside of here, let me just throw those in. Then half of that in. Okay. It's 32 of each. That's what the craft is for it. That's fine. We'll go ahead and quickly change that. The water is correct though, so that's fine. There we go. Then we'll do a craft up for this, but we'll do it as the essence, and we'll go make the seed in just a second when we go make all the other ones. So we'll do that. Pop that inside of the system. Wonderful. That should be the extended machine frame done. Wireless boosters need auto crafting. Can wireless boosters use just normal status? Of course they can. There we go. And that's just a straight up craft. Is that one? We should be all good now. I thought the actual recipe was extremely overpowered. Maybe not then. No, it's not. It's definitely not. You can automate the dumping using the requester from the AE. I just make 32 dust and then keep in stock X dust and X crystals, and the duping works super well. Yeah, yes. I'm aware of the crystals, but I think it's just easy to make a seed, right? That way you don't really have to worry about any of it. You've just constantly got it. But yeah, you can just... Obviously, it's not one for 64. I think it's like 32 of each for 64 of them for the duping of that. But yes, I think that's what I did in All the Mods 10 when I was playing that. Alright, so that should be everything. I can just do wireless now. Let's say we want another 2 of those. It should be all good to make this, right? Oh no, is the... Is the recipe wrong? Does anyone know what the recipe for this is? Apparently it's not that. Is that what I was thinking about then? You might have been thinking about that then, in All the Mods 10. I'm not too sure what the recipe for this is. Oh, the pain. They need a hot fix for it. To make the things. The config you change to make show the actual recipes, that would be quite useful. You need 3 boosters and 2 receivers. Okay. So 3 boosters, 2 receivers. Let's slap that in there. Let's take all these out. Put those back in the system. Cancel the current craft. And start. Hey, that's working. Thank you very much. Hey, Twitch chat, come in handy. There we go. That's wonderful. I don't know how you remember just the recipes like that unless you're playing on an early version and haven't updated. But if you do just remember the recipes, that's kind of nuts. There's a hotfix in the Discord. Post it. I post it here. Need to edit. Okay, config and restart. Okay. I'll probably do that after the stream then. If you've posted in our Discord, that would be helpful. Alright, let's connect that one up. And let's connect that one up. So they should all be connected up now. And they should be sending their stuff through, which is wonderful. This one, is this sending it through? Nope, because we don't actually have anything for that. Work around edit config and change ingredients dupe to false, restarting your game after changing. Okay. Right, let me just get that open. And then I'll take a look at that after the stream. But thank you very much. Right. That should be all good for the uranium dust. That's actually not getting pushed. Auto eject on. That should be... Excuse me, you're gonna... Oh, I'm being a fool. We need to make a smeltery as well, don't we? There we go. Then we should be good. Yes, that auto ejects into there, that auto ejects into there, then we should be good with that. So let me go ahead, replace all this down. There we go. That should be all good now, I think. We just need to link it up. There we go. Perfect. Hey, limited cables required. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Yeah, that should start making the yellow cake. We should then start going to here. Right. Now it's on to the seed game, which is back inside of this. We're going to need to make a whole bunch of these. So we'll start off with the ones we don't need a lot of first, which is the intro ones. We'll do intro. We'll get 4 of these. I'm just happy having 1 seed of the intro. We're probably going to need a few sulfur and a few fluorite ones, though, if we want this to be going smoothly. We'll get that out. Wonderful. And then what is it for this? This one's Supremium. This one's Prudentium. This one is Imperium. That is fine. Let's get a few more of that. That's for that one. And I say Imperium, I think it was. Yeah, a stack of it. We should be good. There we go. You should put ender gates instead of power cables. That's true as well. I'm not really using ender gates anymore though. I could put a point on each one. But I don't think I'm not too bothered about there being some cables on top. Oh, let me take them out. They can actually stay in there. So I am going to need to make a little bit more prosperity, which I think was in here, wasn't it? Yeah, other way. Alright, is that inside of here? It is. Right, there's our next seed. You know what, I'll wait to place all these down. So we'll do this one, next 1, 2, 3, 4. I slap that there. There we go. We should be looking pretty good. Yeah, hopefully we should be back now, I think, with it. Even Twitch is active a bit. Yeah, alright, so YouTube should be back. Alright, are we all good? I think we should be back on YouTube. Is everything alright on Twitch? Or is there some issues with that? Back on Twitch? Okay, wonderful. Hopefully we're good on YouTube as well. With it all. And we can finish setting up our Fissile fuel that we're trying to do. Alright. If we're all good, we should be able to continue on, I think, with this. Have a look. How are these doing up here then? Are they actually going in? Farming. Someone's locked inside of there. I just set intro crystals to turn up. Intro crystals. Oh no, I didn't do intro crystals. Bang. Let's bang intro crystals there. Let's get some more upgrades on the go. Upgrades. 10. Right. That should be good. Why is it taking so long for these? Ah, it's because this is real slow at crafting up everything, isn't it? Right, that's fine. At least we're starting to craft everything up, which is nice. There we go. There we go, let's put one more in each of those, and then we should be ready. So, with that now, we should have everything all crafted up. I do need to make more seeds, but I will go ahead and do that once I've got the mechanism room all sorted out. So over here, everything should be running as planned, I think. Did I actually set up the... No, okay, I didn't. Right, let me go ahead and set up the autocrafts for these. So, raw uranium. We'll do the autocraft for that. Then we need the autocraft for the fluorite. And then we need the one for the sulfur. There we go. That should be everything. YouTube is good? Okay, wonderful. Alright, slap that, that, and that. That should start kicking everything off. So we've got a stack inside of there. Let me just grab that. That should start doing that. The sulfur dust is going to here. And then over here, I think it's probably due to not having enough things, right? Is this making the fluorite? I mean, it should be making the fluorite. Let me just check if I've got everything in there. I do. I don't know why there's cable there. Any reason why you don't want to perhaps do your craft? Fluorite gems. Fluorite essence. It's probably because... Yeah, there you go. Import. I didn't have this set to import the back, and now we should... Yep, there we go. Be good with that. Wonderful. And then that should all go inside of here. Start making the uranium hexafluoride. Let's get one more point. And then this should be the whole setup done for fissile fuel right now. Do that. There we go. That should start making fissile fuel for all of these. And that's whole setup. So we just need to go through, add speed and energy upgrades. Hope it doesn't absolutely kill the power that we do have for this. And then I think we're good at that point. And then it's on to just making a few more seeds for everything. Can I place all the stuff back in these? I did. Let me just throw some stuff in the system. So what do I need? I need that staying, that staying, that staying. That. Put that down there. Everything else could probably just go back into the system. I need those. And then we should be good, I think, from there. Let me just get my fluorite out. Or did it just take it all? Right, that should be fine for making the seeds. So, how many machines do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, counting this. Alright, there we go. We'll start crafting up those, and then we'll do the same for the energy. 12 times 8. We're missing... Ooh, we're missing sand. I wouldn't expect to be missing sand nowadays. I'm going to be honest. But I have actually never set up sand automation, so I probably do need to make like a fire and dirt essence. Can I just crush all my way down to it? Yeah, okay. But now we're going to set up this automation, I guess, for it. I actually have the patterns, which I don't. Which also needs sand, no. Right, that's all these done. But we're not going to put those just in yet. Let me do like 10 of these. There we go. Hopefully that works just fine. Yeah. How much gravel do I have? None. Okay. Cobble? We have a bit of cobble. Okay. Probably not the best way of getting the stuff, but there you go. It's summer. I don't know what it has an issue with. Something's going into here for a circuit slicer. I don't know why. Is that pushing? That's why. Let's turn that off. There are auto hammers. Yeah, we probably need to just look into a better system for all of it, honestly. Assuming that all these are probably just pushing to the wrong sides as well. So we'll stop all of those and then we should be good, I think. Right. So I think with that we should be good to do energy cards. What was it? 12 times 8, I think. There we go. No power is needed for the hammers. Okay. We'll look into the auto hammers for the rest of this. Once we are done. Alright, so that's starting to do its thing. We've got all the gold. It's just making all the gravel and then all the sand that it's got to make. We should be going pretty fast now. Oh, wait, if we actually... I think we will as well. This probably happened a long time ago. At least I hope. Wait. Oh, do I not have... Okay, never mind. I should have been looking inside of there. Let me go up here. Boop. But where is the outputs going instead? They're going to the system, the outputs. They just weren't going to the system before. They were just going into the... sometimes into the machine next to it. So hopefully that should be everything now filtered in here. Go back into mechanism rooms. Are Geo odds overpowered if you are smart enough about it compared to mystical agriculture? Maybe? No. I don't think so, no. I think mystical agriculture could probably do it a lot better. I mean, they're not too bad, honestly, with the setup. If we take a look. Like, I think if you have the growth accelerators, you get a decent speed, but I don't think it's really compared to mystical agriculture. Like, if I look at this farm, you can see how fast these are growing compared. So I think it's a lot easier to set up mystical agriculture as well. I think they are potentially better. Do we have all these? We do. Right, so now what I've got to go ahead and do is separate these out into 8 because it will just accept more if it can. So let's go through. We don't need on that one. Slowly start adding in all of this stuff. And then it's trying not to add it into the exact same ones as well. We do not want that. If I've done it right, they should all be done. Is it this one that I've just missed? No, speed, speed. I've missed one of them. This is the fun part. Are you going to go find out which one you've missed? I'm not really too sure. Yeah, it's probably backed up with fissile fuel. Power is also gone, it seems, in some of them. This one here. There we go. Yeah, it's crazy, but you don't need a couple of the actual essence to make one, whereas the geos is 1-to-1. Yes, that is also true. Honestly, I haven't looked it up, like the exact rates. So I think either one is good. I just think you can get more stuff from mystical agriculture that you can't get in geode form, like fluix from AE2, or quite a few stuff from AE2. I don't think you could probably get like a sulfur one as well from mystical agriculture. So I think if you use both, then yeah, you're winning at that point. But yeah, I think they both are pretty good just for the generic resources. Alright, let's start energy upgrading these as well. And then we should be all good then, I think. There is a few, well, I say a few tier installers. I think it's only the uranium setup that needs the tier installers. Alright, that should be all of them, I think. So let's go ahead. Yeah, so tier installers will want 3 of each in these. Do 3 of those. 3 of those. And 3 of those. Don't know why it's made 4 of these, but or we might have had 1 already in there. Auto saw, auto saw, auto saw. This is going to kill the power, by the way, but we'll see what happens with it. Crafting up quite a few of those. Any issues? No, it's just quite slow. Fine. Right, elite one's done. Look at this though. The power, I think, is gonna absolutely tank. Let me have a look over here. Is power handling okay? Nope, power's gone. Right. It probably doesn't help that we've got this running inside of here as well, which will be chewing power at 360 million FE that you can run. So yeah, I think that might be draining some of the power too, potentially, for all of this, if I had to guess. Alright, but that's making the fissile fuel. Fissile fuel's done. I don't know why it's not really accepting power. Bit strange, but okay. Seems fine though. Are any of them needing chemical card upgrades at all? Or is it just maybe the electrolytic separators that need those? I think it might just be this. Or can I even use this? Chemical upgrades. Is there none of them that use the chemical upgrades? I thought there was at least one which used the chemical upgrade. I could be going crazy. Ah, chemical upgrade. Okay, it's this one over here for the fluorite. You know what, we'll just do an autocraft for this. Otherwise it's going to take forever, isn't it? Alright, chemical upgrade. Just say we want 8 of those. It should get going with it, I think. Yeah, it's just going to make the sand a very slow rate. There we go. We'll slap those inside of there. So that should be all good now, I think. And we're starting to get the fissile fuel. Let me just get... For now, we'll get a tank. Chemical tank. That one. That one. Obviously, we want the highest tier for this. And then we could get a backlog stored up all for the fissile fuel. And we can actually start seeing how fast we are producing it as well once we do this. I just need one more piece. There we go. Perfect. We'll have that just pipe into there. So he seems to be making it pretty well. This, just let me bypass the limit, hopefully. Not too fast, but I think that's purely because of power constraints inside of all this. That is fully backed up. That's fully backed up. That's fully backed up. But I think this is going to start to become an issue. This enriching factory. But overall, there we go. I don't think it's too bad as well. It's very limited cabling, if I'm being honest. I am kind of impressed with how I've managed to do this. Both the HDP setup and this one over here has done pretty well, I think, with all of that. I don't think I've done too bad with it all. It's looking pretty good. We've got our fissile fuel all set up and ready. Like I said, I think you could probably go a bit of a faster rate, but that is all good with me. And I think with that, that is where we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's stream there. So thank you for everyone for watching. Thank you for the subs and the follows. Really do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow around about the same time, 11 AM BST. We'll be carrying on with some FTB Skies 2, setting ourselves up the giant reactor, and then possibly some better power as well using a turbine, or maybe the fusion reactor from Mekanism. Not too sure yet. But thank you for everyone for tuning in, watching, the follows, the subs. Really do appreciate them. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace, peace, peace.